Bam, son. What's going on? I'm Alex, and I currently, right now, in this moment, exactly right now, I'm on your screen. That's where I'm at. I'm on your screen right here, right now, hanging out in the server, fixing to do some CarX business. And we're getting ready to...
Hail to the king, baby.
That's what I'm saying, hero. That's what I'm saying. Ah, Wayne, you are correct. I am not very bright, am I? Well, we can rectify that situation with the click of one button. Wha-bam. Bow. Who else here? Squid is up in here. Josh is up here. What's up, Josh? Hero is in here. Wayne, of course, as mentioned. Powder is here. Powder, what's going on? No doubt getting prepared and ready for tomorrow. They got the big old SOG comp event coming up. Hopefully.
I drank a beer.
Hopefully I can drink a beer.
I drank another beer.
I can drink another beer.
3 beers. 4 beers.
Oh, no.
5 beers.
5 beers. And a shot of whiskey.
All right, anyway. But hopefully, because I've got my big family Christmas thing going on tomorrow. Very excited about that. But hopefully I will be able to drop in maybe for once you guys merge the 2 streams into the top 16. I'll have to shoot a message to King later on. 90 drivers. That's insane, bro. That's so sick. But I will hopefully, if I could make the for like the final 16 when y'all merge the streams together, maybe I will be able to come join in and do my little play-by-play thing that I do. I'll have to shoot a message over to King and, well, I would say King, Curdy, and you, but I'm talking to you right now. So message King, Curdy, see what they say. Because I also don't want to interrupt the flow. You know, if y'all have a thing going on, you're doing it the way you're doing it. I don't want to like come in halfway through an event and be like, yo, we're going to do shit different now. You got to listen to me while I'm talking. Like, I don't want to do that, you know? Like, that's because it's y'all's thing. It's kind of weird if, you know, somebody is not in the commentary booth from the beginning and then shows up, you know? He says, oh, shut up. I knew he was going to say that. Powder's going to be like, motherfucker, you get in there whenever you feel like getting in there. I love you guys, man. They're the best group over there, man. Neo, what's up? He says you want to snort some motor oil with me. Why'd you say it twice? You know I read every single message that comes through the chat. It is not very often that one sneaks by me. Look at this. We're gonna leave the original one right there. We're gonna clear that out. Nah, I got it. It came through. I got you, my friend. But what's going on, buddy? How are you doing, Mr. Neo? All right, well, let me, I got my old little robot drone here. Look at this sexy-ass car. Boy, we almost lost this sexy-ass car. I mean, I still have the base livery that Frankie sent me. But CarX, I've heard the stories, man. I've heard the stories about the people losing their game save. They get in the game, and they just, all of their progress is gone. And I loaded up CarX last night. I was working on the slide style maps and things like that. I needed to get a screenshot of the windshield banner here, but I was getting the screenshot of that and getting stuff figured out. And I started CarX, and when it landed on the main menu, there was a bone stock 180SX on the screen. And I said, fuck that shit. And I yanked I pulled the Ethernet cord out because I've just got a switch right here. Y'all see it when I go to like blurry cam mode, the little green blinky lights down there. I pulled the Ethernet cord out real quick because my first thought was it's an error. I guess my original thought was that it's having an error reading the save file. It didn't load the save in correctly. I did not want, when I closed out of the game, for it to create a new save file and then send that to Steam, because you know how it backs up your save files on Steam. I was like, no, we're not doing that. Pulled the Ethernet, and I did pulled up the task manager and killed the game. I didn't give the game a chance to save. I killed that shit. Restarted Steam, plugged my Ethernet back in, loaded the game back up, and all of my stuff was back. Well, I think all my stuff is back. I haven't really looked at other cars. I'm kind of afraid to. But I'm pretty sure all my stuff is back. All of my graphic settings, everything was right. But it didn't save my key bindings, my keyboard bindings. which I thought was weird. But maybe they are stored in a separate save file, so as soon as the game booted up, didn't load my previous save, it wrote a new set of keybinds, like immediately, but didn't save everything else. That might, this is just me talking out my ass. I have no idea. I'm just, from my experience with video games and programming and whatever, that's just what I'm throwing out there is what I think maybe is what happened. But yeah. So if that ever happens to you, if you boot into your game and all of your stuff is gone, first thing you need to do, I would say, is unplug your internet so that way Steam cannot get the backup, and then kill the game. Don't exit the game, because that's when it saves it again. So now it takes your empty file, the empty progress, and saves it. Don't let it do that, because that stuff is still there. It didn't just magically disappear. It's still there. Something just happened. Until you start running into problems like Jay has. When you start running into problems like Jay has, that's just the broken ass fucking state of this game. I feel so bad for him, man, because he loves this game and he can't even play it because of how fucking broke the shit is sometimes, And anyway, Cruz is in here. What's happening, Cruz? Let's go fly. We're over here at old Atron. Bigfoot is in the server here. But see, this is the small version. This is the little cousin of Bigfoot. This right here is old Leadfoot right here, putting the foot on the floor. Check it out. Already has the windshield banner applied, looking sexy. Kind of like the way I kind of like it with the name in the middle. Damn, Akusa might be onto something here. We might say fuck the numbers on the windshield too and just put your name in the middle. That looks badass. That's also, isn't that how they do it in NASCAR also? Is they just have the banner with the name in the middle? That looks crispy. I really like it either way. Honestly, I kind of don't give a shit how guys do it. Like, I want to have the 31 on mine because that's like part of my shit. Like, that was my hockey number, when I did my music stuff and I had like Archangel or whatever, the EL was 3-1 at the end. Like, I've always done, the 31's always been my number. So like, this works for me. Like, and I like the way this looks on my car, but dude, this looks sick. I like that, man. Having the, as long as you've got, well, here, we need to put this on here anyway, but I mean, look at this right here. Boom. As long as it looks like that, splashy background, purple and blue, and I'll get you guys the colors. I've got it when I'm going to update the rules thing. That's going to get posted tonight. We're finalizing what's in it tonight in the stream. That's what we're all doing. We're all here to finalize the final version of the rules. But yeah, you got the purple and blue, splashy background, and then the white text over top. I don't really give a shit how you do it, really, honestly. Uh-oh, what happened? Akusa just disappeared and then reappeared. Oh, he might have done the Dino Stand thing. But yeah, I mean, I don't care what fonts or anything like that. Like, I like the idea of all the cars having the windshield banner, because when you see 20 or 30 cars lined up, well, I guess 16 in the case of the game, but you get what I'm saying. You see all these cars lined up, and they're all different liveries, all different cars, but they've all got that same banner on the window. Like, we're all here for the same thing together. You know what I mean? I really like that idea, that look. But I also kind of like the idea, since we're really pushing in on the freestyle element of things this season. I like the idea of it being, especially like how Hero did his. Hero went a totally different direction. He's got like the blue banner or whatever, but then purple like paint running down the windshield with his name over top of it. I love it. It's perfect. I love it. But yeah, man, old classic style Bigfoot design on the Huna truck over here. This thing kicks ass. I love how the classic Bigfoot, like the stripes or whatever, how they're worked into the body lines of the truck too, up the wide body add-on there and then across the rear. Hell yeah, old Leadfoot. Whoop, I'm underground. I wish there was an option to turn on clipping, so like the drone was, I know it's just like literally a flying camera or whatever in the game engine, so it's just like, you know, you're just free camming in Unity or whatever, just flying around. But I wish you could apply physics to it. So that way, like when I hit the ground, the bitch like just stopped. Like it crashed into the ground, you know what I mean? I mean, as long as it kind of fits within that category, Yakuza, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. That's the other thing with like the rules we were talking about, like the tire profile and stuff like that. I really want the rules for slide style to be like, set it and forget it, you know? Like not, I'm like, I say this every time, y'all have heard me say it a million times. I'm not trying to like, say that what other comps are doing or whatever is not the best way. No, it's just that's what's best for them, and that's what you need to do for real competitive like drifting shit. But for our stuff, I really want to be like, just these are the rules, and then boom, that's it for the whole season. Just that's what we got, you know. And the same thing with the windshield banner. It's kind of like, have you got the purple and blue background with the white text on top that kind of gives the same vibe as this right here? Yeah, cool. Because I mean, you saw Heroes. I mean, his is like completely out of left field, and it looks awesome. So as long as it fits that style, and I'm sure, and Akuza, you're always on point with stuff, man. Scully's up in here as well. For those of you that are hanging out, servers in the same spot it always is. Search up Alex on the US servers. You already know. And we are hanging out here right now on course 1 of the upcoming season. Have kind of my team of guys that I have that I run all the stuff by, and they help me comes up with the how we're gonna do the rules, the schedule, the lines, and everything like that. And so I've sent them over the schedule and all of the lines, and they've been providing some feedback on that. So and nobody said anything about the schedule. So I'm assuming that it looks good. It checks out. And I tried to make it have like a flow to it and also build up, you know. Oh, here we go. I think Akuza switched out. He said this one's different. Here we go. Let's see what he's got. Oh, so he's going for like the clean design on the car and then the stickers all on the windows, that style, you know, that people do, and then applying the slide style windshield banner to that style. I am 100% on board with that, because you still like it's keeping the slide style thing is there. Like I said, it's showing that unity with the other vehicles, the other drivers, but it's sticking true to the style of this car, like that design style. I love that, dude. And also, damn good job on the banner there, the way you did that. If my camera would calm down. Also, there we go. Three pieces is what, yeah, 3-piece design there. Of course, not counting the letters, but very nice. Theory, what's going on? Speaking of the team helping me look at the rules and all stuff like that. Who be sliding? There's Theory. Rocking the old school over here. I want to build one of these. Keto! 16 months? Holy shit, man. The man, the myth, the legend. Keto up in here. What's up, buddy? My man Keto been here from the drop, from the very beginning. It's all good over here, Keto. How is things going on your end? How goes life? Man, I feel every time, every month when it comes around and my man re-ups the subscription and everything like that, man, I know I say it every single time, but we would not be doing shit we wouldn't be doing anything at all. There would be no stream. There would be no slide style, no wrestling. There wouldn't be any of this. If it wasn't for Keto, man, I didn't know anything. I didn't know shit about nothing. And I learned so much about Twitch and streaming and how things work. And he was so helpful with us with the one. I think you were our first moderator. I can't try to remember, but I mean, yeah, it's just, I mean, he has been here from the beginning, helping me figure out what the hell was going on in this place. It is awesome, man. I appreciate it. I genuinely do appreciate everything, man. He always comes in to hang out and make sure we're doing all right, checks in on us. His wrestler is always kicking ass in OCW over there. That's the other thing I love about like OCW and creating the wrestlers like for you guys is like, so because life changes and like maybe your work schedule or school schedule for different people, like things change up and you can't come by the stream as often, but like your little wrestler guy is always there. Like, so it's like you're there with us, you know, it's really cool. Wayne says, you ready? What are we ready for? Look at Theory got old Leadfoot throwing down over here. So you got the old long truck with the old. Is that the 85 or the 80? That's the 86, right?
It's me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch! What?
It was me all along, Austin. Austin says it was you, motherfucker, and I'm on the way. What is up, Jay? I have a, oh, Jay's got heartburn going. That is not fun. Well, definitely not as bad as heartburn. My damn sinuses and all are packed up. I'm feeling better. Like it's definitely was like one of those 1 or 2 day things where like something gets in your sinuses and whatever, and it gets all irritated and does whatever, but then it clears itself out. So I'm in the cleared itself out. Now it's just annoyed. Annoyed. Yeah, put some ice on your heart. Put it right. Just open up right here and just take a bag of ice, you know, and just put it right in there. Haha! See, I knew things, Akuza. I'm smart and I have a history of these vehicles. And oh shit! Hold on, we got the new rides up in here. What is this? I mean, we've seen Malte's updated version of this machine, but look at the Wayne ride right here. This is what he was saying. Are we ready about? Well, I don't know if I was ready for this. Check this thing out, man. Did the game just lag in such a way that Malte went from being the lead to being the chase with like no interruption? That was like, he literally just went That was pretty wild. But yeah, man, Jay, that sucks about the heartburn thing. Well, I was going to tell you real quick because we're going to look at Wayne's livery right here. But I was going to tell you about the VTuber, the little animated where it tracks your movements and your face and everything like that. I've got another streamer buddy of mine that she's got the whole same thing going on. But she was telling me it was really funny because she was like, "You're not going to believe it. I'm going to get tits." And I said, "What?" But no, it's tactile interactive something, but it's so funny because the acronym is TITS. But apparently, like, you can do like channel points and stuff, and like you can throw stuff at the like VTube character, and it's funny because her character will like get hit in the side of the head. But I didn't know if you would I don't know if you've ever heard of that or not, Jay, but old tits. Jay can get some tits. She's so excited to tell everybody about that. She was like, you guys. I'm kidding. Tits. That's Miss Siren Cat. She's super awesome. All right, so we got to look at this thing from Wayne here. If I got the blurry on, I need to turn the blurry off so we can look at the details here. Oh yeah, Keto, lobby's always open, my friend. Come hang out with the boys. So all right, Wayne, you got to give me the update here because y'all know I don't know shit about nothing. Is this a real like an adaptation of a real car, or is this a Wayne original, kind of somewhere in between? Because like I think this version of the Malte ride here is a somewhere in between. I think it was originally based on an actual real life car, and then I believe he is Malteified it over time to become this. I could be wrong, but I think that's what happened here. All right, Wayne says this one's based on an S13. Okay. What does the side say? Looks like it says shirts tucked in. It looks like it says shits. They got to work on that R. It looks like it says shits. Is this Diego Santiago's car? Shirts tucked in. Okay. Wayne says, I made that R. Well, so flip it over. It does look super sick. I'm not talking. I'm just saying it's hard for me to read. I'm also not that smart. No, Wayne, I'm calling you out. Your R is garbage. It's a terrible R. You
Suck it down.
Yeah, what Duke Nukem said. Hero. Anyway, okay, shirts tucked in. Got the pink and purple checkered flag coming up the side. Digging the gradient from front to back. We've got the sponsor logos all around as always. Of course, got the badass windshield banner. Slide style. Wayne doing it the right way. Looking good. This thing kicks ass, man. I'm digging it. The slide style would be pretty cool up the side of that one too. But yeah, that kicks ass. Scully rocking the ride over here. Look at that. Got the you already seen it before, but got the AOYS on the roof here. Checking out the flag in the back window, looking badass. This is the ride right here, man. That's a rear wing right there, boy. You need downforce? Scully's got your downforce. Cruz done hooked his up. And see, he did the flag thing with the back window too. I really like that on cars with the back window that's this size. Obviously, like a 4-door car, you don't want the entire back window to be a flag. That would be kind of weird looking. And same thing with like my 180. But yeah, he's got the windshield banner looking sick. This right here, this is badass, man. I very much dig that. Like the way I did mine, though, because the 180 has a really, really big back window on it, you know? So, like, if that whole thing was a flag, that would look weird as shit. You know what I mean? It would just be too much. It'd be too big. And also, the way that I have designed this here, obviously, I've made it look like, you know, they've cut the ass end of the greenhouse off or whatever and done, like, a custom version, and then, like, this is, you know, something that was fabricated to put on where the window would be. So it would just look really odd for it to be, the whole thing to be a flag. So, but for the cars with the windows like these, I mean, Scully's car looks super awesome with the flag like that on the back window. And then the S15 has got the perfect back window for the flag thing. I love the eyes. It's so awesome. Theory and Wayne rocking one out here. Oh, that's right, Walter. We got to look because he's got that tinting on the banner. I've got to see it with the reshade styling applied to it. Speaking of which, let me throw that. That depth of field shit is awesome. I don't even know, like, watching on stream if it's even noticeable. But, like, I don't know. It's so attention grabbing to me. Like, it's such a small difference, but, like, it's huge. Not that Car X is like a super old game, but graphically, I mean, it's kind of visually, it's a very bare bones Unity game. Obviously, that's not what Car X is about. It's about the driving. It's not about being the most pretty thing that's ever been made ever. It's not like it's, cyberpunk or anything like that. But I do feel that it's lacking in some aspects. But that depth of field change, man, just a slight little detail, and it just, I don't know, the whole vibe of what you're looking at changes when you add that. So let's see here. Let me, so here's vanilla base game. So this is what so what did you say you put on top? Is this over the whole windshield, Malte, or just on the banner? Yeah, because you can see, like, all right, well, hey, Wayne, do you mind doing me a favor and, like, putting your car, like, right next to Malte's, like, grind right up. Take that brand new livery and just grind it right up on the There we go. So now we can see both. So Wayne's is, what vinyl type did you guys do? Like, give me the lowdown on what y'all's pieces are here. Are they like the basic style, the matte vinyl, or the glossy? What's the look here? All right, so the background on Wayne is gloss. Text is just basic and it's white, which is that's pretty much how I planned on it. All right, so, and then Malte says everything is gloss on his. And then, so you just laid like a layer over top of it to just kind of like darken everything up. Which honestly though, when you watch, like when I turn reshade on, it's not a huge deal, Akuza. It's just like, I realized that in real life, that's when you get like a vinyl, like when they, like the FD, like windshield banners things that they stick on there, they're going to be like a glossy type. They're going to have that shine to them. So it really doesn't make a huge difference at all. But like if I turn reshade on here, that's where you can really see the like difference come out in Malte's and Wayne's, because like they're definitely different here, but they just look like they're different colors. It doesn't look like it has a tint laid over it. But when you hit that, boy, you can really tell the difference in the two. I mean, I like both of them. The only thing is, it's just like the coloring. They both look good. I can't even say I don't know. They both look good. Oh, and then here's Akuza's over here. And Akuza's is the basic color style or whatever. And Akuza's and Malte's look the closest to each other color-wise. Wait, says it looks like it died. Yeah, it started to decay. That's what. That's funny. Yours is bright and alive, and his is falling apart. Well, what is mine? Let me go get my car and park it next to y'all's. I am so not used to driving with a controller. All right. All right, fuck that. I'm driving with the keyboard. My game is oh, somebody was joining in. I was like, God, this thing is laggy as shit. Damn it. I just can't. I don't know how to drive at all. That's what it is. Scully, we talk about this every single stream. Yeah, dude. I can't drive. In every other racing game that I play, I have to play with a controller, obviously, like Forza or anything like that. Like any other racing game, it has to be a controller. But Car X, I cannot drive in this game with a controller. I don't know what it is. I just... Oh, I can't. Let me take that back. I can't drift. If I built like a grip racing car, I couldn't do that with a keyboard. I'd have to do that with a controller. But yeah, the drifting, for whatever reason. Well, as far as design color-wise, Yakuza's is almost exactly identical to mine. Wayne's is a little bit brighter, and Maltese is a little bit darker. But, I wouldn't necessarily... I mean, I don't know. They all look good to me. Malte, what does yours look like without the tint layer on it? Does it basically look like Wayne's does? Josh. I'm not telling you to like take it off. I was just curious as to like, does it basically, did it look the same as Wayne's and then you put the tint thing over top of it, or? Yeah, he said that's what. I mean, I don't know. Once I've got to get the actual like hex codes, because I actually the hex codes that I used for the banner is not actually the like, if you see here, I'll put the slide style logo underneath the banner on the stream. So you can see where they're not the same colors. And I need to adjust them a little bit to get them closer, but the like in-game is actually going to look different than everything else. Freddie, what's going on, man? Absolutely, you can join in. No, it's just search up Alex on the U.S. servers. It's always the same. But what's going on, man? But yeah, search up Alex on the U.S. servers. That's where we're always at. No password. The only time there's ever a password on a lobby is for a slide style event, or if we're doing a practice for slide style at West Coast on the Irwindale track, because if we leave it an open lobby, people just join in and go in circles around the outside, and obviously guys are trying to drift, and that's, you know, so we have to do that during that month. But other than that, the lobby is always open, always. We do not worry with passwords and things like that. We want everybody to be able to join in. Now, if we have something in particular that we need to do, we can put a password on, of course, like, you know. But generally, we try not to. We want to meet new friends, and we want new people to come hang out with us. But here we go. Here's Hero going to slide that big old boy. Let's see if he can get that thing up in that spot right there. You got this, Hero. There you go. He's just going to ease it right on up in there. Just move me out the way a little bit. Move Wayne out the way a little bit. You know, he's going to get in here. Wayne said, I'm not putting up with this shit. Wayne taking up 4 parking spots. That was funny. Scully rocking the 180 over here. Crew's got another eyeball machine over here. This is the old Moon Eye Miata over here. Hell yeah. I bet this thing's got some motor in it, boy. What else we got? All right, y'all already saw who's over here. Where's Hero, though? That ride is badass looking. Theory and Malte getting after it. Hero and this Camaro over here. This is the banner that I was talking about earlier that Hero put together. So awesome how he did this, and that's exactly what I was talking about. As long as it's got those colors in the background and the white text on top, I honestly don't give a shit what you do. Just because, you know, and you put the 2 cars side by side, like you can tell right here that we are both a part, like this damn camera, but like you can tell we're both a part of the same event. Like they have their own style to them, but they're all, you know, we're all in it together. That's kind of the thing. Malte says, are we testing the West Coast line today? We definitely can, for sure. I remembered to mute myself that time. Warthog, what's going on? You already know what it is, man. Search up Alex on the U.S. servers. No password. Never no password. Just look for us. Just search up Alex and you'll find us. Freddie rocking this rocking old 34 in here. Looking mean, looking clean. Theory's got this thing riding smooth over here. That's what's been getting me, Hero, is with all the changes that they made, I mean, obviously the engine swaps and everything like that, with all the changes they made, I cannot get my gearing shit right to save my life in these cars. This one's not horrible, but it's not great either. Yeah, I mean, it's not horrible as far as gearing goes, but it ain't super great either. But I'm also trying to fight where the car wants to bog down, and I think that a part of that is like your driving style too, and apparently the way I do throttle control and everything like that, and part of it possibly being the keyboard, you know, not being able to have half throttle. I've only got you know, all or nothing. So I think that plays a part in it as well, but I had to really try to set it up to where it wouldn't bog down on me like it had been. Oh, I screwed my... We're coming back, Malte. I'm coming back. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're still good. We're going to figure it out one way or another. We're good. We'll finish strong, maybe, or I'll hit the wall. Oh my God. Also, this reshade preset is like horrible for driving. I say preset, it's not a preset, I made it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. There's Keto. But yeah, I mean, I fully did this like reshade setup entirely with like streaming and slide style in mind. Because like the depth of field and motion blur effects, like when you're actually driving, coupled with all the smoke and everything, is like it'll damn near give you a headache. It's so bad. And also the style of motion blur that I use to get a certain like cinematic effect when you're using the drone cam, it like makes the game look like it's running at like 20 frames a second when you're driving. Like right now, the game, I'm getting 95 frames right now, but it does not look like that at all. But when you're flying around with the old drone cam here, she looks buttery smooth. See what we got rocking over here. Cruiser Malte and Akuza burning this line down right here. So is Hero. Scully's getting after it here, working it out here, getting the feel for it. It's a weird one. This line is deceptively difficult. It looks really simple, easy, and straightforward at first, but when you actually go to run it, because when you look, especially if I take the camera way up here, straight up in the air and look at these corners. This is one thing I love to do with people with NASCAR tracks. Is go, why is this moving so slowly? Come on now, get there. Is to show them on Google Maps, like a NASCAR track, and like it's not as easy as it looks. Like when you look at some of those tracks, like there's little intricacies in like the turns and things like that that are you don't notice when you're like sitting in the stands or watching on TV. But like looking at this course right here, so I do have my mouse on screen here. So like the first turn coming in, right here, pretty damn self-explanatory. It just is what it is. So that's not a big deal. But when we get right here, I mean, look at this turn right here. Not only is it slightly banked, but it's got the guardrail along the outside as we watch Akuza get through it right here. See, he's taking the conservative approach, going more on the inside, which is smart, and that actually sets you up to come wide right here so you can get a smooth transition right there. These guys are taking the wide outside approach up against the wall, but you can see how that kind of makes it difficult to maintain the angle in the transition here, and they do a great job of that. But this is... you can see where the difficulty in this line comes from. Like I said, on paper, it's just, oh, you go this way, you make a U-turn that way, U-turn that way, big wide radius turn at the end. No, this turn is like it tightens up as you come along it and then turns into a straightaway. But then you have to come to this turn here, which is not a clean radius. It's horseshoe shaped. It's like you took an oval and squished it. So like... just the getting everything to, and like we're lucky we have this little offshoot here that Akuza's hitting right now. We're lucky we have that because you would almost have to be in the dirt if we didn't have that. So yeah, just everything about this line, and not to mention, so you given the difficulty of the radius of these two turns, but then when we drop down on the track here and we come around this side, this back straight portion obviously is not straight; it's kind of curved all the way through. But you see the elevation change here. When we get down low, that last turn is up on a hill. So you kind of see the track like dips down here a little bit. And these guys are, of course, like doing I don't really know if there's an actual term for it, like a setup turn or a counter drift where they kick over on this straightaway. You'll see these guys come through. As they come around here, you'll see them come out of this turn, kick a drift back over to the other side of the track here. So they go this way, and now they transition over right there. That like the ground like dips down right there where they do that a little bit. And then you're up this hill, and then you have this odd radius turn, and you have to trace the wall like that. And of course, Malte is gonna make it look easy. But it's hard to do. And then also on top of that, you can't see the radius of the turn. So it's just practice, just repetition, because it's hard to see what the actual radius of the turn is because you're going up a hill, up and down a hill, up on the first side of it and then down on the other. So this is definitely a... one of the most difficult lines I think we have for the slide style season this year. It looks simple on paper. When you look at the course map, it's just like, oh, that's an easy, fun, little flowy track. No, it's not. It is actually pretty damn... Now, once you get it, though, it feels good when you get it. And it's a fun one, but it is definitely slightly deceiving. Cruz says, yeah, the depth perception on the bank is what gets him. Doug says he's switching cars. Malte says you got to aim for that blue spot. Yeah, exactly. Like you have to use that right here where is this? I think that's Theory. It was not Theory. Who is? I don't know who this is. Theus. But yeah, you have to use this right here. What do you mean, Wayne? Yeah, you can. The default ratios are just really, really broken. I don't even know if they are default ratios. They might just use the default regular engine gear ratios when you switch engines, and then they don't work. Thug rocking the Mustang in here. Yeah, they were really bad, Scully, the gear ratios when I switched mine over. I got the old V6, twin turbo V6 in this bad boy right here. And yeah, they're still not great. They're drivable where I've got them right now, but exactly, Scully. Leaving a Miata transmission in there, and then Cruz says just put the LS and everything, right? Oh yeah, theory's right, War Thug. So watch these guys do the start here. Chase car's gonna be on the right side. Where are you going? Hold up. So you can see how Malte and Theory are lined up here. Yeah, like this right here. So Malte and Theory are lined up like this, and you'll see Malte is going to take off first. Theory lets him know he's good, and then Theory goes by him on the outside. And now look how that sets them up to run the line here. So that is for our slide style events, which is what we're here for today, is to we're getting the rules set up for next season, which starts at the end of January next year, which is coming up pretty soon. But that is how we do our starts, and you can see how it leads into just a perfect side-by-side run by these guys. Of course, these are two of the best that we best drivers on the roster here. I say that as they run into the wall. Look at y'all making me look bad. I'm just playing. But yeah, that is how we do our starts, so that way we don't have to worry about, shaking your, doing the hokey pokey and shaking your left foot 3 times and flashing your lights, wiggling your wheels, and then going, all of that shit. It's just the way it's set up. It just works. We don't need a cone car. We don't need somebody to start in front of the drivers and flash their lights, and it's set up to be self-sufficient and also extremely competitive as you both hit the first turn with the same momentum, same speed, side by side. So like in this example, Warthog, you would need to be the chase. See, that's the part that's different about what we do than everybody else. The chase car actually starts in front of the lead car. And the reason that works, and I'm kind of shocked that nobody else has ever really done it, is it works so well because the chase car is exactly that. They know that they're not in front for that run. They know they are chasing the other car. So the fact that they start in front of them means that they are in control of the start, and they basically, sportsmanship kind of dictates, hey, let the other guy know, hey, are you ready? Yeah, we're ready. And then the chase car moves first, but he knows he's the chase car. So that way it's on them to start the run, but the lead car, as you can see Cruz and Malte here, Cruz hits that, grabs second gear there, boom, gets on the outside, but Malte is in control of the run. So that way Malte is in control of his position on the lead car going into the first turn. I feel, and this is just my personal opinion, and like I said, I'm relatively new to competitive drifting. I just started watching like FD, and so obviously I knew it existed, and I would watch highlights and things like that on YouTube, but I never actually sat down and watched events until we started doing this. And so like I'm obviously learning a lot as we go, but I'm just kind of surprised that that's never been a thing. Like they're called the chase car. They know what their job is for that run. Like it's weird to me that that's not just how it's done in general. And I'm not saying that like I think I'm so much smarter than everybody else. Like I know it kind of comes off that way. I'm sorry. I don't mean it like that. It's just I was really, I guess because we were so limited, because when we started doing slide style, like there weren't headlights on the console version. So we couldn't like flash our lights or anything like that. We were talking about, oh, we'll wiggle their wheels at each other, and we were just trying to figure out what was the best way. And some people would say, oh, we'll park a car in front of the two cars that are gonna, do the tandem, and just hit reset. And when you reset, that's when they go. Like, we had talked about stuff like that, and all of it came from us trying to figure out, how do we have a fair start when we, because we couldn't flash our lights, we couldn't do all these different things. Like, we couldn't do that then. So that's kind of what we came up with was, well, the chase car knows that they're behind the other car. Well, if they move first, if they start going, the other car has to get in front of them some kind of way. That's usually what I do, Cruz. Because with me driving on keyboard, my lights are about there. I need to change what the bind is for the lights. Because it's on L right now. So it's, I've got my left hand on WASD to drive, and then I do a weird thing where my gears and my brakes, my foot brake, my clutch, and my gears are on the arrow keys. And I know that sounds stupid, but in practice it actually works really, really well. So like to flash my lights, I have to pick up either my driving hand or my shifting hand. Which obviously would be my shifting hand, but it's just a weird thing to do. So I need to move it to like E or something like that. And I just won't be able to flash my lights if I'm turning to the right. Oh, and you can see right there with Theory and Wayne. Wayne got a little bit of a late start being in that lead position, and Theory was able to just kind of burp the throttle. And then, Wayne didn't even get to that lead spot until he was kicking the car out to drift the first turn. And even in that situation, Theory was right there, ready to rock and roll, jumped in the gas, and is right on his door. I'm really, really proud of what we were all able to. And it was definitely a group effort. It wasn't just Alex sitting here with steam coming out his ears trying to come up with the greatest way. I mean, this was the very first slide style event that we did. We didn't even know it was going to be a slide style thing at the time. That name didn't come until later. But we were doing a completely different thing. That's what I was trying to do there, Scully. Oh, yeah, Keto got the new computer build set up and everything like that. How's all that going? But that's the other, they have got to fix all of the voting is broken. I don't know how they, the votes in CarX right now with their last update is like completely busted. So like basically, and we were talking about this last stream too, like if you see a vote come through at all, you have to vote. If you don't vote in the first 10 seconds, it just disappears. I think our friend might have gotten the message though, so that's a good thing. Keto said it's good as hell. Hell yeah. What all has it got in it? Anyway, I was talking about the starts a minute ago. My bad on that, but that's what we were talking about. That it definitely has been a team effort from the beginning, as far as trying to come up with different ways of how we could do it. We tried a bunch of different things, and we landed on something good, but then it actually got to a point where, and I'm not like calling anybody out or saying anybody did anything wrong, but because we've talked about this a bunch of times, but like we kind of started to take things a little bit too serious. Everybody collectively, and even myself, I got into that zone as well. But so guys started trying to seek a competitive advantage to the starts. All right, hey, I'm gonna hit this vote real quick. I need you guys, as soon as you see it, just vote yes, because we've got about 5 to 10 seconds before it disappears. So when y'all see the vote, please hit yes as quickly as you possibly can. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. New motherboard. Big old bad boy power supply. Hell yeah. Nice, bro. Glad you got it hooked up. Sometime, probably spring, summertime next year, I'm gonna get the motherboard processor and memory is gonna get swapped out on mine. Everything else will stay because everything else is pretty decent where it's at. But yeah, it's that stuff's getting a little older. But now that the prices are starting to kind of come back down on that kind of stuff, and I might grab an M2 SSD as well, because all of mine are like SATA, the separate SSDs. I might swap out to one that sits right on the board. That would be pretty cool. And maybe kind of reconfigure how I do storage and all on my my overall system. Like I said, that's probably middle of next year, maybe somewhere in there. Oh, Malte and Theory are doing the 40s and 35s business. That's something I wanted to talk about. So let's see what the we'll see what the feel is for that. Oh, I got you, Keto. Hell yeah. Yeah, sometimes it depends on the case and the like water cooler setup that you get. Sometimes it's like, super easy and everything just drops right in. And then other times, man, it's just a pain in the ass. I've had to put water cooling radiators in with zip ties before. Like, just stupid shit. And I mean, it's not due to a lack of standardization, because obviously they fit to the size of the fans, but there isn't a standard to like the reservoir on the side, like where the tubes come and attach, and there's not a standardization to that. So like, depending on the case and everything, all your other peripherals or whatever's going on in there, it's a pain in the ass, and you have no way of knowing really until you get your hands on it. Like, you can measure it and look at the measurements, read people's reviews, look at pictures of it in other people's cases or whatever. But until you actually have the thing in front of you and you kind of like stick it in there and see if it's going to fit or not, that's when you start to find out. It's kind of a... And video cards these days are getting so damn big that it's kind of the same situation there, is that you don't know if the shit's going to fit until you get it. And my case is like the full ATX case or whatever, so I've got a bunch of room and shit in mine anyway. But like, with the way that my my video card right now, with the radiator and all in it, where it is and everything like that, the new big boy video cards, which I have no interest in getting, that's never been my thing, but like the biggest new NVIDIA cards, or the what's like the 7900 or whatever, the Radeon 7900 card from AMD, like that physically would not go in my case, and my case is fucking huge. Like, It's like you gotta have a damn garage to put a computer in anymore. It's like computers are going back. We started out with these big giant computers that barely did anything, and then we got really small little computers, and now they're starting to get big again. It's like cell phones, man. In the 80s, they had that brick. You talk on the brick and have it, and you'd have a whole like little carrying case for your brick or whatever. And then we got down to the little Motorola Razor phones that were this tall and this thin, like little teeny. You'd lose that shit, man. They were small. And then like my phone is medium sized, and it's, you know, bigger than my hand. Like there are phones bigger than this, like by a lot. We're going back to brick mode. But yeah, dude, my man got the i7. Hell yeah. Well, you're going to be set for quite a long time there. That's one of the things we've been talking with Akuza about, with him looking for an upgraded system. And he was longevity is one of the things he was looking for. And when I built this, I don't think I knew it at the time, but that's one of the things that I look for is when I'm building, you know, PC components and everything like that, or when I'm looking at components to build a PC, I mean, is I look for that longevity, you know, and I want this build to last. And I built this PC with that in mind, you know, 6 years ago. And I wasn't really thinking 6 years. I was thinking, you know, 2 or 3 years. And here I am, the same processor and everything. And it's been 6 years, man. Like, this thing kicks ass. I'm really happy with it. Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah, I've seen him, Akuza. My Zach has one. Tracy's Zach. I'm always going to refer to him as Tracy's Zach, like he's not his own person. I love my man. My brother now. Literally, my brother-in-law. It's awesome. Glad he is. Felt like he, I mean, regardless of no matter what happened, he's my brother anyway. Love that dude. But yeah, he's got one of those foldy phones. I've never really taken much of a look at it. But I don't understand how the fuck that works. Like, I don't know much about LED screens or anything. That's not anything I've ever read about. They're just magic to me. The fact that this screen that's in front of me right now, this is magic to me. It's a magic box. I have no idea how this fucking works. Everything in there, everything in the PC case, I know how all of that works. I know how processor internals, well, I have a light understanding of how processor internal works, the circuits of the motherboard, all of that. I know about that shit. That's not magic to me. I get it all. I understand what's happening. This, no fucking clue. Also, until I replaced the internals of my toilet, I had some issues going on with it. Like, it was like, had a leak, but it was like such a small leak that it was squealing. So like the water was like shooting through and it was going, eek, and it was really fucking annoying. But I was just like, I don't know, man. I don't know how toilets work. I do my business and then I press the button and water. I don't know. It was magic to me. And it actually turns out toilets are really, really, really simple. If you've never replaced the parts in your toilet, don't call a plumber. Just go to Lowe's or Home Depot and get the little kit. It's like you just swap out 2 pieces and it's all brand new. But yeah, I don't know how LED screens work, man. It's like it's a box of magic to me, and I don't understand how you can fold it and it not have like a crease, like a piece of paper. How does it not have a crease in it? I don't know. Tito says, how do you not understand how my screen works? You're on my screen. See, that's the thing. I'm on the screen. I'm not in the screen. I'm just on it. I don't know how the shit behind me works. I'm just in a world of mystery. Wayne, Malte, Akuza, Theory, everybody, but mostly those guys. What's the word on the 40s versus 35s deal. Everybody else that's here that's hanging out, we've pretty much nailed down all of the rules specifications for slide style for this season. Not a lot has changed, but the one thing that we're kind of still not stuck on, but we're just kind of still talking about is between 40% tire profile and 35, or both, saying that it could be 30, 35 or 40. We're still kind of doing that. So these guys are getting runs in, well, today, A, because it's fun, but B, we're kind of looking at that as well. I know Malte's running 35s on that one. Wayne, you run 40s, right? Because I think me and Wayne put 40s on everything. Well, see, that's kind of what I was looking for. I was under the impression, Wayne, that the 35s would transition in the game engine to being faster. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. But I mean, right here, if you're on 40s, he's on 35s, and everything else about y'all's builds are, you know, within the rule spec and font. I mean, it looks competitive to me. What size, well, when y'all get done, what size wheels are y'all running? I know they're 275. Because I figured everybody's just going to max out the width. I didn't want to set in the rules and say that they have to be 275, but I just kind of assumed that everybody's just going to go to the max on that. So Wayne is on, he's got 19s on 40. And then old Leadfoot over here is on, he said these are on 20s at 35, which that is exactly what that looks like. Okay. And then what's Malte rocking over here? Theory's got... Are these look like maybe 19-inch wheels, maybe 35? I can't tell because like he's in a shadow. They are 40. Well, they don't look really like 40. Well, actually, kind of. Theory's got 19s with 40. My car, I know, is 1940. Yakuza's got, he's 2040. Oh, I keep forgetting you can do that with Kino. I feel stupid. Thank you, Yakuza. And I saw your other message. I'll go back to that. I ain't forgetting you. So no crease, because it's not a complete fold. The screen basically wraps around it. So is the screen on the outside of the, is it on the inside when you like close it, or is it on the outside? Because I guess that would make more sense that there really isn't a crease if it's going that way. Screen part is on the outside. Oh, okay, I see, that makes more sense. Because yeah, if it was on the inside, it would have to have at least a 1 pixel line down the middle that would be the crease, you know? So Malte is 17 on 35s, and his on this car right here, I guess is what he's saying. King CVX, what's going on? You can absolutely join in with us, man. Search up Alex on the US servers. We're hanging out. We are doing some, I appreciate the follow too, man. Thank you. We're doing some testing for, what you see over top of my head right here is slide style. We're doing some testing for next season's rules set for slide style. Of course, now that the game has all the engine swaps and all the physics changes and everything like that, we're adjusting our rules set a little bit here to make sure that things are still competitive for that. And that's what Wayne and Malte, well, that's what everybody's testing, but these guys on your screen right now, that's what they're getting after. We're talking about some tire, wheel size, tire profile, that kind of stuff.
Your face, your ass. What's the difference?
Hero's getting after it with the Duke Nukem stuff tonight. You're all good, Hero, man. It's no worries. But hey, whatever you want to do, you are doing quite a good job driving there either way. Oh, Akuza's busting out the S15 over here too. Have we ever seen Akuza in an S15? Check this thing out, man. Hell yeah. That thing looks like a race car right there. I like that. That's a drift machine. Hey, Super's back in here. Hell yeah. All right, Theory's got the 34 over here. War Thug says he's back. All right, so Wayne has got, you said this one's 35 or is this one 40? This one's 35. So he's got the 180 with 35. Malte said that one's on 16, 35. So let's see what we got here. Super, this is a fun one, man. And of course, you know, we're still working on, we're shoring up all the rules. Well, tonight is it. After tonight, the rules for the next season of Slide Style will be set, and short of something just not working or there being a major update to the game, that is what we are going to stick to for like the whole year next year. So tonight is the night to set all of that. So of course, these guys are running one of the lines right here. This is actually the line for January. This is going to be the first event of the season. So you're all on 35s, but different size wheels. So that's actually really good for testing, to all be in the same car. Well, Wayne's not the same car. Wayne's at S13, but... But yeah, if everybody was like the same car, but different wheel setups would actually be the best way to test it, now that I think about it. But Theory's got the 34 over here. I mean, everybody's looking pretty damn competitive so far. Yeah, Malte, yeah. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, if you guys think it doesn't make a difference and it's really, if it just boils down to what the car looks like and doesn't really make a noticeable difference in performance, I am down for having both in the rules. Has to be either 35 or 40. Because my favorite thing that I have seen, especially with the engine swaps being available, I have not seen anybody in the last handful of streams that we've done running slide style lines or anything like that. I haven't seen anybody running away from anybody else. And that's really what I'm looking for. I feel like the change in the start procedure is part of that as well. But I really don't see anybody running away from anybody else, and that is exactly the goal here. I know the engine swaps have helped with that. The physics changes in game have helped with that. But that's the main goal, man. I want every run to be two guys door to door duking it out, you know, making it happen. All right, we got Wayne and Malte rocking the Miatas here. Wayne's has got some speed in it, that's for sure. We'll see. It looks like Malte isn't quite as powered up as Wayne's is here, but he's still able to stick with it. See, that's what I'm looking for here. Wayne's car is obviously fast as fuck, but Malte is able to still work with him and stay right there all the way through. Actually saved him from spinning out there. A little teamwork action. Theory, I think the same thing, man. I think we'll do 35s and 40s. So I think I sent these guys the preliminary document of the rules. So I think with the exception of fixing a couple of typos and stuff like that, and putting the colors in there for the windshield banner, I think we are pretty set. Did you guys read my description of the start procedure? Did I write that in a clear format that, as it was written, made sense? I don't know if y'all got to that part or whatever, or if you even noticed that I changed it. But yeah, I redid that part under the like tandem competition section, I think is what it was under. But oh, King's in here. Hell yeah. He said he's rocking a GTR. Let's check this thing out. Where has he got this guy at? Me and Hero chilling over here. All these guys looking good. Super's over here. That's what I'm saying, Hero. Look at these beautiful machines right here. I love this car, dude. You crushed it. That looks so awesome. And I love the way you did the windshield thing too. That's so like that's exactly what I was looking for when I was like, you know what? As long as it's these two colors, just let these guys do it. And it's worked out so well. King, who are you in the server? Are you a bomber over here since that's a 35? Got the hood off. Got the old V6 in there. Little twin turbo action. Rocking the red, blue, and black. Looking pretty spiffy there. It's kind of a badass. That thing is aggressive looking, man. Hell yeah, Hero. Duran's up in here. Rocking the 180 as well. Oh, I forgot about this earlier, and I think, we came home a different direction, so I didn't see it again. There is a first-gen Toyota MR2 for sale in my neighborhood, and I am so I want it. I want to go look at it. I want to see what they want for it. I've always kind of thought, especially ever since we started. Oh, did I put the starting line at the right spot on the map for this track? I just remembered that because we've been kind of starting at the end of the wall here, but I forgot we had discussed moving the starting line back to like this spot, like where Duran is here. This is where we had talked about moving the starting line back to. I don't know if I reflected that on my map. Actually kind of want to look. I forgot all about that shit. Gotta scroll up. I do have the starting point there on the map. Okay, good. Just making sure. Let me move my car. So it's basically like here. Little further up, I think. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like right here. Yeah, like where the, if you look straight across from me on the screen, that truck, the camera truck with the guys in the bucket or whatever, that's basically, they are the line, like the bucket. Hey, there's Duran. What's up, man? I see you sliding around with the boys in the server over there. What's up, man? Nah, Duran, you are all good, man. Well, I'm sure you see at this point from being in the server. I don't know how long you've been in the stream, but I'm sure you've seen at this point we're running some. Well, right now what we're doing is setting up the new rule set, but these guys are running practice lines basically for our competitive drifting stuff that we do. It's called slide style. But I know you've been around. I don't know. I just don't remember. My memory's so terrible. I don't know how much I've told you about it already. I don't know how much you already know. But that's what we are rocking out here. My memory's so bad. It doesn't help that my sinuses are all packed full and everything. There we go. Yeah, see, having that starting line back there really sets up that first turn. You get a lot more momentum, and then you've got more options as far as your decel for that second turn as to how fast you want to take it and how you want to do it. Oh, Duran knows what's up. Oh, shit. All right, cool. Yeah, sorry, dude, I'm so sorry. And we've probably even talked about it before. My memory is that's what wrestling will do to you. I may or may not have hit my head one too many times. But, yeah, dude. Well, he said he's very new to 110s. But, yeah, man, just get in here and do your thing. You already know. If you've been hanging around some slide style events, man, you already know it's all about having fun. And we are really, 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 really taking the focus back to that this coming season. Really leaning in on the fact that it's, yeah, it is, a legit competition. These guys are, competing against each other. But at the end of the day, it's about putting on a show and having a good time and showing off our cars and hanging out with our friends and doing what we love to do, setting up these drift cars and getting out there and racing side by side with each other, with everybody watching and everything. That's what slide style events are for and all about. And for something that's so wild, crazy, and over the top, slinging cars sideways through a turn, burning the tires up, setting off all the smoke, all the horsepower and the crazy car modifications and everything like that. Like, for something that's so outlandish and crazy, it's real serious. All of the real life drift stuff and everything on Car X and Assetto Corsa, and like, everybody's all serious all the time. And it's like, dude, people like completely chop out the steering rack of a car and rebuild it just so that they can throw it sideways through a turn. Like, these cars are crazy as shit. And like, I feel like there should be something out there that really emphasizes how fucking wild and fun this is, and not being so serious and, oh, well, did that driver didn't have enough angle and he wasn't able to get he missed the outside zone 1 by approximately 6.25 millimeters and all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that there is a place for that. There is absolutely a place for that highly technical competition. But currently, there is no place for what we're doing. The like crazy fun, just get out there and throw it down, man, and see what happens type shit. There is no place for that, so we are that place. And after this past season of using it basically as a beta test and figuring out how we want to do everything and really finding our spot in the world of virtual drifting. Yeah, it's definitely I am super excited for this like upcoming season for sure, because I feel like we have found our identity of what we are supposed to be, and I think now that we know that and we can play to that, I think a lot of people will want to come, A, be a part of it, and B, will want to watch, you know, and enjoy the streams and everything. Yeah, he says you got to bring the camaraderie back. That's what I'm saying, man. Where's the love? Everybody's trying to compete all the time in all parts of their lives. Like, well, and if you, like you said, you've been around the streams and you've been hanging out, so you know me with the, you know, I apply professional wrestling to my entire life. But, Wayne, you're, yeah. I was going to say, forgot to mention that we hit this is mine and Malte's fault. We moved the starting line and really didn't tell anybody. I just kind of put it on the map. But yeah, like with the wrestling, man, it's just like I want to apply that mentality to like everything. Of putting on and, you know, being entertaining, putting on an event, but like we're just as much working together as we are competing against each other, you know, like it's, and that's kind of what Slide Style has got some of that as well, is I mean, even in these guys' tandem runs, I mean, if the lead car starts spinning out, if the chase car is in a really close position next to him and you start to see that lead car spinning out, you know, thump them in the front fender and keep their cars straight, you know, like it's better for everyone. It's better for the entire event, better for the fans watching that are going to vote and everything like that, for like the two drivers to complete a run than for somebody to spin out, you know, like, obviously, in a true competitive drift event, if you're in the chase position and you see the lead car over-rotate, back out and let them spin out. Because that gives you basically get the win. You get a free win. You know? Fuck yeah, do that. But in our events, you know, who gives a shit? Let's see, like, put on a show, you know? Like, get up in their door, keep their car straight, and get to the finish line together. The people voting, the people watching that are voting, they know what they're watching. They're going to see that you did that. They're probably going to vote for you anyway. So you still win, you know, like that. And if you don't win, hey, you still threw it down. You know, like I want there to be, and like I said, it's not like wrestling in the part where it's, you know, predetermined or whatever. Like, obviously we know who's going over in a match before we go out there and do it. Obviously that's not what we're doing here. It is real. We're truly competing. The votes are real. That's why I've started putting them live on the screen when they're happening. And I programmed all that to make that work, is because I want there to be no bullshit. Like the stuff is real. But I really like the idea of just the focusing on the fun. Yeah, like Durant said, just like it's all about the show and you know, just put on a good show. And obviously we want you to put on a good show by being a badass driver. Like that is the show, is you guys driving talent. And you know, regardless of the rules and all of the you know, other stuff. Y'all hit that vote if you can still see it. They have got to fix that shit, man. But yeah, man, that's like the best of the best in show is going to be there in the finals anyway. At least, there's 10 events throughout the season. Maybe the vote doesn't necessarily go the proper way a handful of times, but it's like we talked about last season. Well, did it kind of suck a little bit that Wayne won half the events? There wasn't more of a collection of drivers that were in those final spots. I mean, yeah, it would have been nice to have a more diverse group of drivers. However, Wayne fucking whooped everybody's ass all goddamn year long. Of course he won half the events. Him, Malte, Theory, those guys were there, man. They were up there. And then in the last 3 events of the season, PWX shows up and is on their doors. Like, that's, they did the deed. They did the driving that deserved to be in the position they were in. So with the engine swaps, the physics changes, and our rules changes for slide style, I'm really hoping that this season it blows open that door to it could, I hit the wrong button. It could be anybody in the finals at any time. I just realized when the game did my camera reset thing, I don't know if it saved. Did it save my these settings? It looks like it did. I think it did. But yeah, that's what the hope is, man. I really hope so. Guitar Hero says, I've been driving one-handed with my other hand on the shit stick. The shit stick? Is that what they're calling it these days? And also, are we supposed to talk about that on Twitch? I don't know if that's... And then Akusa says, are you playing Car X on the toilet? What is a shit stick? That sounds disgusting. Oh, the shifter. Oh, the shifter. Aha. Aha. Wayne says, hey, 2 hands on the wheel. Have you got it set up for a sequential shifter, Hero, or are you doing an H pattern like with the clutch and everything? That was the other thing. If I do end up getting a wheel or anything like that, like I want to have, I'm going to go for the H, well, because I'm used to that anyway from my car. Like, it would feel so natural to me. There would be no learning curve as far as like driving in the game, because that's how, if I'm going to drive to the grocery store, that's what I'm driving. But, obviously drifting with that is a different universe, but hopefully I could set up the car to kind of, work with me, Nima Oxalox. Nima, what's going on? I appreciate the follow. Welcome. Please do tell me how you would like your name to be pronounced. I'd like to get everybody's name right. Oh, here goes Hero, feet stoking the flames of the PWX Wayne battle. And just like they always say in NASCAR, when you've got the first and second place driver duking it out side by side, battling it out, you know who's sitting there doing like this? It's that guy in third place, waiting for those first 2 to fuck up. Theory and Malte are sitting back like, yeah, Wayne and PWX, y'all keep talking, y'all keep going at it, so they could sneak in and jump in the top spot. I bet you I could, Malte. I would try all right, look, if I actually want to get somebody's If I want to get somebody's name, you know, if I respect that person, I want to call them the right name. I don't want to get their name wrong. Come on, man. Diego Santiago. I nail that name every time. Hero, you're better than I am by a lot. Wayne says, call me Methuselah toward Hillbach from now on. How is that? It was either terribly wrong or he's sitting there like, damn. But Akusa, and I don't know if it was until you said something, but now that's how I'm going to look at it. What's up? I'm not super hungry. I could eat. Huh? KFC? No. That's all. I just don't want to. I'll get something else. I'll eat some chips or something.
I don't know what I want.
Okay. Well, you know what I like from everywhere, so just give me like a small amount of something. So like Chick-fil-A, like one sandwich would be good. Thank you, baby. All right, so all right, what did Malte says his last name is actually Swedish, so it's a little harder than Finnish last names. Okay. All right, Wayne gave me another one. Villainminen? Maybe. I'm trying to work with the accents and all there. Villainminen? That's not an L, it's an I. That's I gotta. Yeah. My eyes are. Villainminen. I know Nebuchadnezzar, of course. Fuck, are you supposed to pronounce that? Ah, now see, this one I can do, Wayne. This one says, D's nuts.
Nope. Nope.
That is what it says. It says, I'm seeing it. It's right there. I can read, idiot. It says D's nuts. I don't know, man. Y'all give me these crazy ass. What's the old saying? Speak the king's English.
Hail to the king, baby.
Exactly, hero. My man with the perfect timing. England went around and took over half the planet, I don't know however many hundreds of years ago anyway, and they did it speaking English. God damn it. It's like the worst language of all time, so everybody definitely speak. Every language sucks. We need to come up with like an optimal language that takes the best aspects out of all spoken languages in the world and puts them together. And then everybody, humans, can just learn how to talk one way and we can all communicate with each other all the time. That would be nice. Josh says we should go back to doing hieroglyphs. Scully says the think letters the way the Chinese do it. I don't know though, because you got to think, just in China, there's like 6 different ways of speaking and writing. Like, it's crazy as hell. Oh, I'm trying to help with the vote thing. It's not letting me help. Sorry.
Gotcha, bitch.
Wade says just do a Fortnite dance and everyone will understand. Everyone will not talk to you. As the Cruz says, we got to get jacked. We can get jacked. We can do some of that. Let me stick this camera up here like this right here, so we can see everybody doing their drift thing. And we're going to get jacked. What are we going to do? I don't want to do push-ups because there's so much dog hair. I need to vacuum. Piece of cake. I don't know if it's a piece of cake and all, but AFK's up in here. What's going on, buddy? All right, let me we'll do them tricep dips, man. That's been putting the work in for me. We'll do some of that. Stick the chair right here. All right, here we go. 10 of these tricep dips right here. Let's see what we got. My chair back up against the thing. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. 7, 8, 9, 10, son. Ah, get jacked. Ah. Josh, I agree. Except it's really, really hard to shoot Wayne in Fortnite, believe me. Now, in Counter-Strike, however, we will find out. All right, hey, y'all, do this vote real quick, if you can. If you can get to it. They really, what they really need to add is a lobby leader system. So, like, oh, thank you, babe. Seriously, y'all, when y'all see the vote, man, put the, I've got like 15 things going on at one time all of a sudden. I just told her I'll eat whatever. AFK says he's booking some cards for Weekend Warriors with the boy. Hell yeah. Scully said kick him so I can do it. Did Scully get in? Well, anyway, what I was talking about a minute ago is they need to have a lobby leader. Like, whoever creates the lobby should be able to kick anybody. There's no vote. It's my fucking lobby. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why is there a vote? It's my goddamn room. Like, I made it. It's got my name on it. If somebody's in here fucking around, I kick them. They're gone. Like, I don't understand this. Like, why is there not a lobby leader, you know? Like, I understand that, like, it just creates an open room or whatever, and then you can leave or whatever. Yeah, but who gives a shit, AFK? It's not like it's a competitive game. And anybody can start a lobby. So if somebody, you know, abuse of power, well, if the person that's in there drifting in a multiplayer server kicks everyone out, well, now they're drifting by themselves. Who gives a shit? But like, we're in here, you know, doing our thing, hanging out, and especially this game does have a pretty thriving streaming community. they need to give us some tools to be able to get assholes out of our rooms that are just trying to ruin streams, you know? What are you talking about, Hero? What do you mean I miss Hero? You ain't got married. I didn't even think you were dating. Were you even seeing anybody? I never heard about a lady Hero. Talk about Miss Hero. But yeah, that's definitely something that they need to add. So you get to play tonight, but she gets McDonald's. Oh, hell yeah. We ought to make her a wrestler. I've got a couple of wrestlers I need to make. Miss Tamale needs a wrestler. I think Kat wanted a wrestler. We got to set Kat up with a wrestler. Duran's car looks badass. I love this thing, man. It's like super simple, but super badass looking at the same time. Like it just gets the job done. The white to blue fade with the tear graphics on the side with like the chrome style to it. This shit looks good. Hell yeah. Let go my ego. That's funny. There's Swerve up in here. Got the old four-door machine kicking that bad boy all kinds of sideways. That's awesome though, Hero. Duran is throwing this thing down, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you running some slide style events this season. Hopefully all of them if you can. What is the... Yes, you know what I like. I eat the same thing at every restaurant, like B-Dubs, I have a meal. McDonald's, I have a meal. Burger King, I have a meal. Chick-fil-A, I have a meal. Go to Wawa, now there's two, but usually one. I have a meal. Like, I'm not one of those people that goes to a restaurant. Like, I know what I want when I go to a location. And she's texting me asking all these questions. I get the exact same thing every time we get food from B-Dubs. Every time. Hell yeah, Duran, we'll get you in there, my man. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see. We've definitely got a huge bonus when it comes to the SOG comp events and letting those guys know about what we've got going on for Slide Style. And after I finish up the rules and everything after tonight, now that we've kind of really clamped all that down and that's all good, I'm going to get that stuff posted for everybody here, but I'm also going to send that stuff over to the SOG guys so that they can post it on their Discord as well and be like, hey, when you're not doing, SOG comp event stuff and everything like that, if you want to have some fun on a Friday night, this is what is happening over at Slide Style, and hopefully a bunch of those guys will be interested in coming to check out what we've got going on and will want to be a part of it. So I'm really, really looking forward to this coming season. And We're going to be starting events earlier. We're going to be starting the stream. So here's what we're going to change up for this year. The stream itself is going to start at 6 o'clock. But we're not going to start the event until 7. So the stream is going to be going. And what I may do, I'm going to have to, change some things around or whatever. But like for this track, for example, because all the cars, like we're parked right here for, practice purposes right now. Of course, that's fine. But like for the event, of course, all the cars are going to be over here, in the garage area. It works out perfect. And then we've got our little entry road right here and you line up and the whole thing is all set. But before the event begins, I'll probably have my drone cam just maybe kind of set up like this. Or it depends on the track or whatever. I may have it just kind of set up like over by this wall. Just whatever it may be. Like maybe I'd have it set like this, just kind of in between these flags or whatever. Kind of cool looking, like just whatever. But like, just have a camera set like this. And this will be the stream for, like I'll start the stream at 6 and it'll have like the slide style logo, starting soon with the countdown to, 7 o'clock or whatever. And this will just be up while we're getting everybody in. Everybody's getting warmed up, yada, yada. That's all, that's the deal. We kind of look like this. And then we'll have the drivers meeting and everything like that. And then at 7, so it'd be an hour earlier than last year. So at 7 o'clock, that way everybody's got time to get home from school, get home from work, So that way we're not starting super early, but we're not starting super late because I think we're going to have a higher car count. But you got to remember, we run a 12-car bracket, period. So the higher car count only affects how long qualifying lasts. Because the main bracket, we have pretty much nailed down, what is it, like an hour and a half every time to get through the full, from start to finish on the bracket is, I think, an hour and a half. Even with a one more time or two, it only adds 5-10 minutes to the total time. So we're definitely good on that. So hopefully, the extra hours worth of time will account for any, the extra cars that hopefully we have. I really do. I would love to see a 30-car field every month would be amazing, would be absolutely incredible. If we get more than that, that would be super great too. Now the SOG guys talking about having 90 cars signed up. That's a lot. I'm not trying to do all that. We can't, a 30-second run with 2 minutes of replays and then another 30 seconds to a minute of, so we look at the car, we check out their livery, talk about the car. That's about a minute. 30-second run, so we're a minute and a half. 2-minute vote. So 3.5 minutes per run. So what is, let's see, calculator as here. So we'll round it up just to be extra. We'll say 4. And what if 60 cars sign up? That would take 4 hours to get through qualifying. That's a lot. That's too much. And that's if we stay dead on that timetable for that whole thing. So that doesn't feel right. Something ain't right about that. I don't know. Either way. But I'm really would hope for if we could get about 30 cars for every event. So that only, just less than half actually are going to make the bracket. So it really puts the pressure on qualifying. I really think that would be a great number of cars, great variety. It definitely could put some, there would be some stories to tell with you could potentially have a car that won the last event not qualify for the bracket of the next event. You know, like I'm really interested in what could come of all of that. So that's real. I'm definitely hoping for that. All right, so we've been hanging out here for 2 hours now, which I appreciate y'all sticking with me while we're just hanging out yakking about random shit. And all of these guys that have heard the same shit that I say over and over and over every time, every week about slide style. But how are y'all feeling about this map with the starting point being here where my car is, with the new tire and wheel rules? How do y'all feel about the line itself? How are we feeling in general? Cruz said he likes it. Hell yeah. Well, that's exactly where I was getting ready to head, Malte. And of course, for that one, we're going to need the to put the old password on that bad boy, because, you know, people going around the outside running a NASCAR track. Scully said he's a fan. Boost is up in here. What's going on, Boost? Hero said he's going to shred some tires no matter what. My man. Boost said he can play today. Hell yeah. Well, we're getting ready to switch over to old West Coast over here. Some Irwindale action. Theory says he's good to go. But y'all feel good about the rules, the wheels, the tires, with the engine swaps and all. Like, you guys are able to really comfortably run together. Nobody's running away from anybody. Nobody feels like anybody has any type of crazy advantage. Like, y'all feel like it's really, because I want it to come down to the driving, you know. I know you just got here, Boost. Like, I just want it to really come down to the driving. I don't want somebody to be able to, I mean, obviously you guys are going to tune their cars up better than other guys. Like, I know that's going to happen, but I just don't want anybody just straight up leaving, you know, just dusting a motherfucker. Like, I don't want that to happen if we can help it. Swerve and Hero getting after it right here. There you go, Hero. Hell yeah. Getting some kind of angle into that second corner there. I guess third corner, technically. Kicking the counter drift over, headed up the hill, holding on to her. Yeah, Malte's right about that. We definitely need to test on a faster course and one with more banking. So this one was a good flat track, a good flat medium speed track to test on. And it has this off camber weird hill thing at the end, so that was good too. But yeah, Malte is absolutely right. We need to test on the fast tracks as well. Make sure that's good. And then we probably ought to do a slow one as well before we switch over. I want to play some Counter-Strike tonight if I can. I know I've got like the medicine head going on because I took some cold medicine earlier. I'm all stuffed up, but I know our boy Sugar Pops wanted to get some Counter-Strike in. I know a couple of guys installed it so we could get some casual games in and have some fun with that later on. So I would like to do that tonight as well. But yeah, let me get a room set up. Hell yeah, Hero. I'm glad that thing's driving good for you, man. Honestly, yo, if we could get enough people in Counter-Strike, you know, like we've been playing the custom games in Paladins or whatever, like, to set up a custom lobby in Counter-Strike and, like, play each other, like, even if it wasn't 5-on-5, like if we played a 3-on-3 game of CS, would be, I mean, I'd be a happy goddamn camper over here, man. If I got to play like a competitive CS game with my boys, like, oh, dude, And also, it'd be great because it'd be finally something that I could whoop everyone's ass. Up until y'all get good at it. See, that's the thing. I have like a 2-3 week window of just fucking all of y'all up until y'all start to get a good hold on the game, and then I am screwed. I am screwed. That was the best part of Splitgate. Is that because I grew up playing Unreal Tournament and shit like that, man. So I got on fucking Splitgate and I was ripping it for like a month and a half. And then these guys started to beat the shit out of me at that game. And by the time we ended up stop playing it, I'd be at the bottom of the scoreboard. That's what's going to happen with Counter-Strike is I'm going to be showing y'all all of this stuff and everything, and y'all are going to be like, all right, cool. And then next time I play, y'all are going to be tearing my ass up. So I am super excited to have like a couple weeks of being the best. And then after that, just I'm just going to enjoy that moment while I have it. Now, y'all, you're going to fuck me up, Wayne. You're too good at like FPS games in general. Once you get, because that's the thing is the mechanics, the movement, and the shooting of CS are so different. And it's such a unique element. Like, once you get that, like once you're like, get the muscle memory and you've like got the feel for the game, dude, you're going to be a machine. And like Hero, yeah, Hero was picking it up quick too. Hero was getting the feel for it. So yeah, y'all are gonna be. Well, and I'm gonna tell y'all everything that I know. I'm not gonna be over here on some like, oh, I gotta keep the secret so y'all don't beat me, blah blah. I'm gonna tell y'all every damn thing I know about everything. I don't want y'all to like know it all. Hey, 686-292. Easy code there. Somebody throw that in the chat for me because I'm lazy. 686-292. There's Wayne's got it. Scully's got 100. Okay, hell yeah. Let's here, just so that I'm not just talking, you know, let me just we're gonna pull up a little Steam right here real quick. We're gonna click on Counter-Strike right here, and we're just gonna take a little look-see right in this region here. We're just gonna, you know, taking just a little, you know. Oh, and that's also since the beginning of the pandemic, too. That's only in 2020, so. I never have anything to, like, brag about, man. So there's my shit. That's I was like, yeah, I got that 1,000. I finally hit it. Boost is like, anyway, motherfuckers. It's like on The Office where the dude's like, shut up about the sun. You know, like, shut up about fucking Counter-Strike. All you talk about is wrestling and Counter-Strike and slide style. Oh my God. AFK's like, I'm leaving. I ain't sticking around for this bullshit. I love you too, Boost, and no, get rid of that. It is totally that. It is 100% that. That is exactly the kind of love that it is.
I love you, bitch. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
Boost. It is exactly the love that it is. Nah, I love you too, buddy. Love all of you guys, man. AFFCG, Africa. Appreciate the follow. Welcome. What's going on? Yeah, Hero, we actually kicked out a whole new line. I haven't posted it yet. Our guys have seen it. So this is your guys' first taste of what we've got going on with that. So if you check it out, Wayne and Malte here, they know it, so they'll give it the run here. So the line starts right here. With the, Malte would be the lead car in this situation. You see them launch out under the bridge here, which is a pretty cool camera shot from my perspective of things. Launch out, they're going to hit the outside banking all the way around. But then when you get to that line right there, they're going to kick it on down here to the apron. Switch back right here and transition and make this turn. And then the end of the course is the exact same as we ran last year. So we're basically, that was a perfect run too of that of the track there. Hell yeah. So here is the lowdown on the whole thing. There were some guys, depending on how their cars and their gearing was set up and everything like that, starting on the angle here on the banking, when they got on the throttle, their rear end started to slide and the car wanted to do like this and it didn't want to pick up speed. And if the car they were chasing had good grip, they would take off and run away from them. There wasn't very much run-up space to get the speed for the banking. It was just a whole thing. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to put the starting line on the flat. So I thought about just moving the cars down here. But then the transition up onto the banking from this point was weird, and it didn't work out good. So I started looking around the map. I said, well, what if we use this line right here? So you've basically got the flat starting area that gets you up to speed here. As you'll see Wayne and, well, I guess Theory's will go by himself, so I'll follow Theory. He gets up, allows you to hit the banking at speed, which adds a little bit of difficulty because you're already on angle when you hit that, so you want to definitely need to be able to hold on to your car. And then when you come around here, you've got to transition off the banking back around, and then, of course, we're following the same end portion of the course. But another benefit that adds is to the guys that are finishing their line. So we'll follow Wayne and Cruz around here. Wayne makes his way around. As he comes back around, check this out. So he finishes the line, right? So now he's headed back over to line back up to run it again. When he gets right here, you can see, let me get my mouse up here. So if Wayne is coming off, just like Scully went right through my camera right here, coming from this direction, you can see if there's a set of cars coming. So they're going to come this way, just like these two right here. They're going to come this way. They're going to transition down, hit the apron, boom, right here, switch around, and come back around. You can see them coming from a mile away. So there should absolutely never be any collisions right here with the cars that are returning from the end of their run, ever. Because, like I said, you can see them coming. I mean, even if you're like over here, you can see that part of the track from here. Like, you know they're coming. So there should never be a time where anybody finishing their run hits the drivers that are in the middle of a run, because you just stop. Just stop. Right here, this whole area right here. You see them coming, just park your shit right here, wait for them to go by, and you're golden. We are going to have to kind of stage up in the grass right here for practice. We're gonna have to kind of stage up right in here, just because we can't be on the track over here, and we don't want to be up on the banking where we have to cross down, you know, in front of guys that could be coming on the line or whatever. So we're gonna have to kind of stage up in the dirt and grass area under here. For the actual event, I don't know where we're gonna park everybody. I'm kind of thinking we just put them in the same spot that we did last time, over in here. So, yeah, this is probably where we'll park everybody for the event, is along this wall here, but we'll figure all that out. All right, let me catch back up with the old chat here. But anyway, well, that answers Boo's question. He said, what happened to the old one? Half of the old, well, the old, it's still the same line. Like, well, it's not the same line, but like, I wanted to maintain the big banking, the main part of the course here. We did that. And then it comes back around and it still uses this portion of the track. That hasn't, you know, we're just doing it the other way now. And then the ending part is the exact same. That hasn't changed. So it's the same line, just in a different configuration. And I feel like I like it. It's fun to drive. I like it better than the other way. This was a cool, smooth, long transition through that section. That part was cool, but I kind of prefer it be coming off this banking with all that speed, hitting the apron, and then doing the quick transitions back and forth. I think that's really fun. So I like it. I think it's fun. And I didn't even really have these guys tested or anything before I said, you know, this is going to be the line, because after I ran it once, and you know me, I'm not like the expert drifter over here. I ran it one time and I was like, ooh, this is good. So I just went on ahead and stuck with it. Cruz didn't like the transition under the bridge there. All right. Boost is saying, he says, what about the tinted tail lights? Oh, I never did put anything in the rules for that. You're right. Thank you for reminding me. Shit does happen. AF, that was the perfect... Why has Duke Nukem been, like, on the perfect brainwave with me tonight? Yeah, so... Ran over my controller cord. The, real quick... There's Swerve. What's up, bud? Theory says, is this where you want the lead car? The lead car would back up some. So Cruiser as the chase car would be here. Let me, well, is somebody coming around so I don't have to come off my camera. So Wayne would line up on the line in the middle. So like, actually Wayne, if you could shift over to the left, like one width of a car.
I'm ready.
Now, back up some, keep going, keep backing up, keep backing up, keep backing up. Like, be on the line, like like it's an actual starting line, like a drag strip. There you go. Now, Theory, you would back up, right, like that. There we go. And I guess you might be closer to Wayne, but it really, wherever you're comfortable. But that is where you would want to be for the start. And then, yeah, of course, the lead car is on the outside, and then boom, you're like that. And yeah, exactly. All right, well, I can tell you right now, AF, don't just keep repeating yourself in the chat, because that is not a good way to get it. But these guys will, I think somebody had it. I think Wayne might have had it copy and pasted. A couple of these guys might have had it. But it's, shit, I got to leave the damn drone cam to get to it, and I don't want to do that. What the hell was it? It was a pretty simple one, too. I'm scrolling way up for it. There we go. 686292. We usually don't do passwords for rooms, but because we're running our line here on Irwindale right now, if we leave the server open, guys like to get in and do the NASCAR track around the outside, and that doesn't help us when we're trying to, you know, drift a certain line that we're doing. So we do have to throw the password on for the old West Coast map. But Scully says, check his car for the light. Let me catch back up on the chat here, blah, blah, blah. All right, I think I'm back up to speed here. And then, yeah, Theory and us talking about the car. I mean, does that lineup work well for you guys? Is that, like, the best way to do it? But, yeah, Scully says, check the tinted taillights. Well, see, Scully's got the unique situation where this body kit actually has these additional lights. Here, let me turn the depth of field thing off. Like, those secondary lights are actually brake lights, right, Scully? Like the ones on the bumper? Damien, dude, what's up? Wow, I'm getting attacked by emotes and shit. Ah! Damien, what's up, bro? Yes, so yeah, these are... So Scully's in the unique situation where Scully can black out his taillights because we do still have lights on the rear of the car. Look at the man, Damien. What's going on, bud? But as far as that goes, Boost, yes, that is... I need to add that to the rules. We're going to need to be able to see the taillights. Now, they can have some tint to them, but, you know, on the drone cam, as we're, you know, tracking around, like, let's see, I'm going to watch Scully here and see if I can, well, if he even uses his brakes on this track. Oh, and Keto with the bits, man. Damien coming in with the raid, bringing the friends along, and then, Keno over here with the you guys, man. Showing some Christmas love around here. It's the Christmas spirit. Yeah, so you can very clearly see on my drone cam Scully's brake lights there. So that's, yeah, as long as, that's the thing, is we need to be able to see brake lights, so that way if there's ever a question of, oh, the lead, because you know we don't get into a whole lot of technical discussion when it comes to collisions and things like that. But if it's real obvious that, you know, you see the taillights, you see the heavy braking from like the lead car or something, and then the chase car ran in the back of them. And who's parked in the middle of the track? All right, we got to get squared away here. Everybody that is not running the line needs to be like in the grass, out of the way over here. That was the only thing about putting this line together, was every other line I was able to set it up with the idea in mind of the staging area and where the cars are going to be coming from, camera angles, you know, all that kind of stuff. And this one, just because of the way that this map is laid out, I mean, it's inside of like a half-mile stock car short track, like kind of hard to work around all that. So I do think our staging area is going to be along this green-blue wall here like we did last time. I think that's where we'll park everybody, and then when it's time for your run, you'll just kind of drive over here like this and then come around and park up. But we could also put everybody here. This could be another spot we could park everybody, as in this area, and then when it's their turn, they could, like, I don't know, drive around this way. I'm not sure. Yeah, absolutely, Damien. I think you said this was the line that you hadn't checked out yet when you were playing the other night. Did you ever get a chance to do it, or are you gonna? Is this your first time getting to run it? Cruiser taking the inside line there, sticking with Wayne here, still right on the door, going into the tight section here at the end of the course. Wayne is out close to that wall there. Swinging it way out to the outside, looking good here, and Cruiser is right with him. AFS says he's fairly. Oh, is this you right here? Is that a water flipper? I would assume so. I keep forgetting we have the password on here, so I guess that would have to be you. But yeah, man, welcome. Well, I know you just followed a little while ago, so you're getting used to what we're all about here. So it's an interesting deal. So obviously, as you can see on the screen here, we run a event called Slide Style. That's these guys have heard this same shit 10 million times. I know they're so tired of it. So I'll give you the short version. We basically run a drift series. It's a 10-event drift series that is focused on putting together the aspects of like freestyle, like toad drifting and competitive tandem drifting all into one big thing. So we have set up events. We don't have clipping zones. We don't have track limits. We don't really say, like, you know, if you get your tires in the grass, you're disqualified, or if you contact the other driver, you're disqualified. We don't do that shit. It is all about throwing down, having fun, and then we don't have judges for our events. Everything is done live on Twitch through fan voting and everything like that. It's a really, really fun time, and it is definitely set up for everybody to be able to play, whether you're on console, PC, you know, if you have a whole wheel sim racing setup, if you're on a controller. Hell, I drive on a keyboard. The only reason I've got the controller is to I like flying the camera around with it, but I drive with the keyboard. And it is not about skill level, or it's all about bringing out badass looking race cars and having fun. Scully, you are right in the middle of the track, bud. Yeah, the way this map is laid out, guys, for this particular course, if you're not driving, you need to be parked in the grass. There really is nowhere on the asphalt that's safe, with exception of this area over here, if you wanted to, and like this area right here, the like back straightaway for the main track. AFCG, I'm going to call you CG if you don't mind, because we have somebody goes by AFK, and my brain's going to start to put those two together, and I'm weird. So I'm going to call you CG for now, unless you got something else for me. But yeah, you could absolutely, man, do your thing. Just, I mean, if you don't mind, like these guys are like, they're running a line, but they're also like we are. I mean, I don't know if you see the stream title or not, but we're putting together the final rules because there have been updates to the game. They added the engine swaps, physics changes, everything like that. So we are adjusting the rules set for next season. So these guys are running cars on we've adjusted our lines for next year. These guys are running on the new rule set. Some of them have engine swaps in the cars and everything like that. So they're not only testing the line, and we're checking out the new rules and everything like that too. So just make sure you don't run into them or anything like that. And I mean, after about 2 minutes, you can kind of see what the line is that they're running. But yeah, as long as you don't hit anybody else, don't interfere with these guys, man. Feel free to hang out, do your thing. Like I said, it's all slide style stuff is all about having fun. And usually nights like tonight, we'll have music playing and stuff like that. The only reason I don't have music going tonight is because we keep going back and discussing like rules, things, and how the line is, how the starts are supposed to be, that type of thing. So I'm keeping the music off for tonight, at least for now. I gotta shoot a message over to my boy Alex, the other Alex, see if he's down for some CS tonight. All right, shot him the message there. No, Scully, you're good, dude. I was just... So, not that we have, like, an in crowd or anything like that, or, like, anybody's more important than anybody else. You already know, if you've been around, that we're not about that type of thing. But you have been around enough, especially on our, like, car X streams and stuff like that. We know if you've get in the way or something like that, dude, we know it's an accident. We know you are all good. We know you would not just like sit there in the middle of the track. You are totally fine. You do not need to apologize. You've been here and hanging out with us, and you've been you're interested in the slide style stuff, and you're supportive of what we're doing. We know you wouldn't come in here and screw around, man. We appreciate you. Well, and like I say, too, it's about having fun. I mean, these guys are, of course, they're running the line and getting some practice in, and they're having some fun. But, I mean, if somebody gets in the way, big fucking deal. It's not the end of the world, you know. Now, if somebody keeps getting in the way over and over and over again, it's a little bit annoying. But, you know, it's a game. You know, we're having fun. Like I said, we're usually listening to music and hanging out. Shit happens, you know. I'm assuming just by their driving that Malte and Wayne like this one, because good grief, man. They are glued to each other around this bitch. Boost, you're all good, dude? He said he's got a new ride. Let me check out the new ride. Well, let me watch Damien and Theory. I want to see, because I've watched Wayne and Malte on this track. I want to see Damien and Theory get after it, see what they got here. Both off to a great start, side by side, hit that banking, able to hold on to the car throughout that transition, staying right on the door all the way around the banking. Let's see how they transition down to the apron here. Oh, Damien was a little too close in there, but look at that. Is able to continue, bounces it off the wall, and is right back to Theory's door all the way around. Makes this transition with no problems. Both getting so close to that outside wall there on the way out of the final corner. Bro, Damian smacked that bitch off the wall like hard as shit and was right back on Theory's door like 3 seconds later, if that. That right there is what I love. Like, and obviously in a slide style, you know, when the crowd goes to vote on what they're watching, you know, their votes might lean towards, you know, Theory because, Damian hit the wall. But then you look here. Theory. Hero. Man, from the Miss. Man. Oh, Miss Hero coming in here. The heroine coming in here. Not to be confused with, you know, like heroin, but. No, Miss Hero. You guys, man, y'all are so. Why y'all do too much for us? We do not. We don't need all of that, man. Y'all work hard. I always say it every time. Y'all work hard for that money, and then you decide to send some of it to us. I can't appreciate y'all enough, man. I love it, and it's huge, helpful. And that right there, $20, man, $20. Well, you guys know every slide style event, whoever wins the slide style event, $20. For your either Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, whatever it may be. But look at that right there. See, it comes from these guys, man. It comes from these guys. And I mean, y'all, truly, y'all make all of this happen. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I mean, otherwise the $20 would come out of my pocket and I'd still put it up. But you guys doing it, man, it's so great. Well, and then sometimes, man, I think Boost did it one time. Boost, didn't you sweeten the pot one time? You said, hey, because I think he donated some one time, but he said specifically, he said, this is for, he said, I'm putting this on the next slide style event. He said, whoever wins gets this. It would, hell yeah. And speaking of Boost, check this shit out. Yo, did you make this? I mean, even if you didn't make it, it's still super cool, but he said he didn't make it. Well, either way, this thing is badass. I'm digging the digital camo. Of course, it's got the like Spitfire style on the side here, but it's got like the almost Hoonigan type of design aspect to it in the like faded into the paint. This shit is sick, Boost. Hell yeah, man. And you got your the name color to match the wheels. Why can't you put the banner on it? Is it exactly 200? I'm trying to think. I bet you could, though. Because, like, the aspects of, like, the rubber and stuff coming up on here. Oh, this is like in the game. Oh, I thought this was like a Kino thing. Oh, I've never even seen this. This is a DLC thing. This is badass. I wonder if you can go on Kino and see if somebody has like recreated this. Because if it's, I mean, you should be able to make it. That would be kind of cool. Take a bunch of screenshots of the car and like even in close, like detailed ones, like get some like close up screenshots like this right here. Like get some that are in really close and like figure out where everything is and colors and all that. And then like recreate it. Yeah, because this is cool as shit looking for sure. All right, CG said he's got the Supra out. Scully over here rocking the 180. Gary says his old Mustang can't keep up with the S15s here. See, that's one of the things that we were looking for, especially now that we're on a faster track, is if anybody's outrunning anybody else. Where's CG? And there he is. Check the old Super out here, digging this thing. Well, we'll see what he's got on the line here. We'll put my man on the spot. That thing is screaming, boy. He's getting some angle out of it, too. Holding it up on the bank in there. All the way around. See how he brings it down to the apron here if the car wants to hold on. She's running smooth. Gets her woed up for this corner here. A little bit, I was going to say, a little bit tight on the entry angle there, but otherwise not bad. Says he's going to take it up the hill instead. It's always fun to go up over top of the... I was trying to figure out how to incorporate this into a line, maybe like the start or the finish of the line or whatever, but it was just like, All right, so Malte's going to switch over to a Mustang here. So I think Wayne and Damian might stick around in the S15s, and then Theory and Malte will be in Mustangs, and we'll see how they stack up as far as the new rules and everything like that. Of course, Hero's still rocking the Camaro up there. I'm usually pretty garbage, but I'm gonna give this the old try here. Let's see what I've got for it. I'll see if I can chase somebody here to start out. Scully, oh, we're gonna have a little 180 battle here. Is Scully coming up? Or does CG want to rock one? We'll see. I think who's going to jump in the spot here? Because all right, so for those of you just joining that aren't quite familiar with the slide style starting setup yet, so if I'm lined up, I'm in the chase position. See where Wayne is here? This is where the lead car would be in the way we set up our run. So what happens is the chase car starts moving first, and then the lead car will take over that spot. So as you can see here, I'm in the chase spot. I'll go on and start rolling here. Wayne sees that, he takes off. I'm full throttle. He gets to the outside, and we get going. And I am not even going to remotely be able to catch up with him, I don't think. Especially not doing that. See if I can't get back to him coming through here, though. Nope, not doing that. Hell no. He's already here. I'm ready. Let's go. He's in Discord. He can hear me in voice. That's why we didn't follow the start procedure as normal. Oh shit! We'll keep it going. I did that on purpose, I swear. Why is my car spinning out all of a sudden? Yeah, so clean, Scully, so clean. The cleanest of the clean. Dude, this my reshade setup is not good for actually playing the game. It's like, it's actually giving me a headache. I don't know if that comes across on stream or not, because, you know, stream is at 30 frames and it all kind of gets blended when it gets encoded. But like playing the game, dude, it's giving me a headache. Like the motion blur stuff, and like it looks awesome on this drone camera, and watching the runs, like, it's exactly how I want it to be, but when you're actually driving the car, it's legit. It'll give me a headache. It's crazy. Ugh. I'll have to watch the stream back to see if that effect comes across on stream, because if so, I might have to change some stuff. But because for the drone cam, everything looks freaking awesome. don't know why my car is spinning out all of a sudden. I say my car like I'm not the one driving it, but I mean, I had no issues running this line the other night. Scully says, where does the line end? So, that's the fun part. First of all, I'm going to be posting the graphics for all of the lines for the slide style season in the slide style Discord like tonight after the stream is over. So that all this weekend and like all of that is going to be in there. The new rules, the new everything. I'm like after stream's over tonight when I'm getting ready, you know, getting everything set up before I go to bed and everything like that. That is what's happening tonight. So all of that stuff is going to be posted. So you'll be able to see all of the lines for the entire season. However, the line ends, and I put that in quotes, and you'll see why in a second. Pretty much, see where this little guy is hanging out right here in this little official position here, this little like kind of like a flag stand type of thing. That is going to be the end of the line. The reason I put ending in quotes is because slide style lines don't have a finish line. Like, of course, when I draw the line, like on a map, like you'll see on the course maps, there is a finish line. It's a checkered flag like line. Looks like the ones on this track. Looks like this. Right here. But, so obviously I have a line on the course map of where the end is. But for slide style, what we say is the run ends when you finish your last drift. So you can't like come sliding across the line sideways and after the like this spot right here, if Damien were to just like wreck Malte right there, that still counts. You have to finish the run under full control of your vehicle. So basically think about how your car is on angle, like your suspension's loaded up, your throttle down, you know, you're in it. You've got to get your car back, like straightened out, under control, not hit the wall, not hit the other car, whatever, you know, like that's the best way to describe it. You have to stop drifting. So that is the way we handle the end of the line. So there is no particular finish line. It is finishing out. So this is the last corner here, and you'll see these guys like square up. And usually just for practice, they don't. They continue this because it's fun. Why would you not? But like once on actual comp days, once the guys get to this spot, they like actually like they square their cars up, and like that's the end of the run. So that's how we do, and that's for that's not just for this track, that is for all of slide style. There is no set mark finish line. There is a point at which your run is over, and you have to maintain control and, you know, stop drifting. Basically, that is the end of the run, but there is no hard stop finish line. Like what Wayne did right there, because I knew he was going to do that for an example. But you saw how he like maintained control of his vehicle, straightened it back out, got it done. Same thing with Malte right there. So that is the hopefully that's a good explanation of that. But scrolling back up to what Hero was talking about, he says he's getting into. Oh, hold on, we got some shit to talk about, boy. If you say you're getting into dirt racing. Needed someone that knew how to set up dirt track cars, and you met Miss Hero that way. So she knows. Oh shit, that's my kind of girl right there. She needs to make a Twitch, because we could talk about setting up some race cars, boy. Y'all know, y'all have heard it a million times, but that's my bread and butter. That's where I come from right there. I'm a drift poser, man. This is all new to me. I'm learning as we go. But boy, if you want to talk about some stock car racing, now I know asphalt stuff. I don't know dirt stuff. I'm assuming she's watching. I do all like asphalt short track stuff, like, you know, late models, modifieds, street stock, that, you know, I've been all of that stuff. But never did there's the dirt track here is like an hour and a half, 2 hours away, which isn't that far, but it's like really, I was just never into it. I've always been around the asphalt racing. That's always been my thing. But so Hero, you talk about getting in a dirt race, and that is that's an interesting one there. So what are you looking at? Are you looking at doing some street stock type of stuff? Or are you looking at getting a modified or late model? I'm assuming you're not diving straight into like the sprint cars. Those things are fucking wild. You like actually for real legit got a dirt late model. You know you got to send me pictures of that bitch. What is what motors are those running? Like I'm assuming they're just like crate motors, or I guess it depends on what the track rules are. Or the series rules. Wait. Maltese machine right here. Little light pole action there, Wayne. Little Wait, it says pull the TV up, pull it up, St. Petersburg, pull it up, find the run. Here's a CG's ride over here. Got the blacked out Mustang. Look, speaking of Mustang, look at these guys. See if is he gonna ride? I thought he was gonna go with them. I was like, we're gonna have a Mustang train here. Baltan and Wayne rocking it out. I'll come back around and check out CG's machine here in just a second. Oh, I know that, Hero. I would assume so. I don't know what other dirt late model series is running anything other than that. But no, I mean, I just didn't know if they were just like straight out crate motors or what. Where they got them from, or if y'all had to run certain specific, like a small block Chevy, like a 326 or whatever it was. I just don't know what your the rules set are. Scully said a bit of trivia for us here. He says he has a boat that makes no power. You mean like a paddle boat? Those little things are fun as shit, man, with like the 2 seats and you got the pedals and you gotta... How the hell is a boat that makes no power? I'm so confused. Domo, what's going on? Of course there's room, man. Jump on in here with us. These guys have the I think Boost had it the password ready to copy and paste. Y'all know we never do passwords. We never do a password for a room. But when we're at West Coast here, old Irwindale, if we leave the server open, people come in and just do the outside track. And obviously that's not good when we're part of our main line for our runs is on the outside track. They run into us and everything like that. So now that's true, Scully. Those are a boat. Running my camera all up in the crowd. That's another thing that I'm going to need to figure out, because before I had like my camera line So like I would set the start right here. We'd have the guys come off the line. So I'd start with the camera pretty close to them, blah, blah, blah. I'd back the camera out like this. They would start going and I would kind of track them around, you know, like this. Drop down a little bit, try to get closer to them as they came around this way. And then as they transition down off of the banking here, I would loop down like this, watch them go under the bridge, and then pop up and over, track them back around this way, get up over top of this last turn, because this is where things would always get real interesting, and then follow them out like so as they finish the last turn. So for this one, I'm almost thinking we're going to want to start with the camera here, back under the bridge, come up in the air, track them as they go up onto the banking, follow that around, same thing, try to get closer to them as they come down, so that way when I get right here, I can almost match them on this transition and come this way. Bring the camera up, follow around. Appreciate y'all for the help. And then kind of the same idea, I guess. I would really just follow them through the finish here, most likely. And then finish with the camera like this. And go to replay. So let me, I think, who's going to lead? So Wayne's right here. Who's going to, or Wayne's going to lead. So let me... Yeah, Wayne's in the lead spot. So yeah, we'll do camera like this. All right, under the bridge. They wouldn't come that close to the camera. I was hitting something on my keyboard. Track them up like this, around, come down with the camera as they come through, follow the transition. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Malte. I'm confused. Well, I don't know, Hero. I mean, you've got to, as the driver, you've got to be able to really communicate with who's setting up the car to be able to tell them what you need. You know, like you can't, they can't just watch you and magically know what you need out of the car. Because as a driver, who knows what the car is doing that you're already compensating for. So you definitely need, as a driver, I believe you need to learn as much as you possibly can about setting up the car. Not necessarily having the expertise to do it yourself, but learning what those changes do.
Oh my God. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
Love you too, Scully. Love you too. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely important as a driver to learn as much as you can about that stuff, to be able to have that communication with the person that's setting it up. Dirt cars are a lot. I'm trying to think of the right way to say this without pissing off dirt racing people. You can muscle dirt cars around the track a lot more than you can asphalt cars. Asphalt cars, like late models, modifieds, whatever, have to be, the setup is 80% of winning the race. Driving is about 20% of it. You've got to be a good driver. You've got to be able to maintain your vehicle. You have to be able to make the right decisions on the track at the right time to be able to come away and get the checkered flag. But setting the car, 80% of the work is done at the garage. and in practice and setting the car up and everything like that. Dirt track racing, however, is the flip side. I'd say about 20 or 30% is setting the car up, and it's 70, 80% is driving. Like, dirt track racing, like oval dirt tracks, is like really, really where the drivers come out. Like, that's where you see true talent. Is you can take somebody, take a piece of shit ass race car. If they have that absolute raw driving talent, they can muscle that thing to the finish line, you know. And in asphalt racing, you just simply can't do that. If you don't have the money to throw at it, you're not going to win races. And that's where dirt racing is unique, is that the real driving talent comes out. For certain. So there's definitely less of that aspect when it comes to setting the cars up and things like that. There's definitely less of that. Still plenty to go around. There's still plenty to be had, but definitely not as much. And also, I don't think you're making the same, and this is also me just completely bullshitting, because I'm totally an asphalt guy. I have never set up or been around the setup of a dirt car. So this is just from what I know from talking to people and what I've watched and everything like that. Whereas you could change the front toe on a race car, on a asphalt stock car, by like a 1/4 inch, and that's a pretty substantial change in the steering setup of that car, and the driver will feel that. If you did that on a dirt car, you're not even gonna know what happened. Like, you make changes on dirt cars in like inches. It's like you've got a lot wider berth when it comes to making adjustments. But they have a much more drastic effect as well. So, I mean, it goes hand in hand like that. But I tell you what, though, I mean, I've never driven a race car in real life or anything like that. But as far as iRacing goes and everything, when I used to do that, dude, dirt racing is fun. Oh my God, it's fun. I love watching it. I've gotten to go to a bunch of them in real life too, and just watching it, dude, is so much fun. Malte, I'm sure they'll get that shored up, the Kino tuning thing. I'm sure they're on top of it, especially now that they've released it. I'm sure everybody's letting them know that it's crashing. I mean, it did it to me one time too, so I'm sure they'll get that fixed. Those Kino guys are on top of that shit, man. Hey, PWX is in here, hell yeah. Theory says he thinks he can get more speed out of the Mustang. Domo says the password on Discord. No, password not on Discord. It's these guys have got it in the chat right here. Yeah, it's the 686292. We never, ever do passwords, man, but it's because of this track. If we leave the server open, guys just come in and do the circle on the outside. And if these guys are trying to drift and they get hit by somebody trying to be Dale Earnhardt over here. E-dub in the server. Where's my man at? There he is. Wayne, this looks familiar. Got the windshield banner on there and everything, man. You guys are awesome. What's the word from Charlie on this food? Did she order it? Because I wasn't hungry earlier. But now. Hey, it's Diego Santiago's car. I never did. I don't think I ever sent you the Palm Tree videos that I was supposed to send you. Santiago. We need to do a. That was funny as shit. That screenshot that you got from Grand Theft Auto too. But we need to do something with that. Remember how I was talking about how we could do like a car show kind of thing as like an extension of Slide Style as well? What if we need to name like an award or trophy or like something after the Diego Santiago Award for best looking car goes to Yo, Super just cranked that thing all the way out and used the wall to like reset the car and keep the line going. That was so badass. See, that's the kind of shit, man. In a regular drift event, people would just be like, oh, that's going to be a DQ or, you know, whatever. Like, dude, if I saw that shit in a slide style run and the chase car somehow managed to not run into the side of you, dude, I'd be losing my fucking mind. Look at the angle that Wayne's getting out of that thing. Super, you need to relocate, but yeah. Hey, if you guys are not running the line, like if you are not actively in the middle of running the line, your car needs to either A, be sitting on the starting line like Super is right here, or be in the grass. Because that's the only way to like guarantee that you're not going to hit anybody. I did not think about the fact that the server spawn in is literally in the middle of the line. Shit. Obviously that won't be a problem during events, but whew. So I did some, I'd say did like it was drugs. I took some of the Tylenol, like they have the cold and flu symptoms or whatever, and it's like the liquid. We had some of that in the cabinet. So I was like, well, before I stream, at least maybe I can help dry my nose and stuff up. Let me take some of that. So I did that. My stomach is not happy with it. That's why I've been waiting on it, because I told Charlie earlier that I wasn't that hungry, because I wasn't, because we just ate not that long ago. But my stomach is just like unhappy with it in there. It's like now I'm kind of looking for food, because it's like I want to try to eat something to like mix it in, you know, just like, because man, it sucks. It does not feel good. It's not like a pain, you know, like I have a stomach ache or anything like that, but it's just like, I am very aware that there is some weird liquid in my stomach. Like, you know, I've got medicine in there now. Like, my body is like, hey, there's some weird shit in here, man. Like, so I definitely want to get some of these. She's ordering some chicken wings, so I want to get some chicken in there, so that feeling goes away. And also to get me fired up, play some Counter-Strike here in a little while. I'm hype as shit.
Rest in peace.
That's what Wayne is going to do when we play some Counter-Strike. I'm so excited to have a game that I'm better than him for 1 week. That's going to be chanting.
Wow.
saying, Alex on your screen. Alex on I get to be better than Wayne at a game for like 1 week. I'm so excited. Can't wait. I'm just going to be ripping off. I'm going to take like screenshots of the kill feed every time where it says Alex and then like M4 headshot Wayne. And I'm just going to take screenshots of that shit. There's every one of them just so. Because after a while, those won't be happening ever again. I'll only get to do that for like a week. And once he figures this game out, holy fuck, I am screwed. Hero too, man. Once Hero starts to get the hang of it, I'm screwed. I'm still mad about Frosty. I hope he's doing good, man. I haven't heard. I got to shoot him a message. I haven't heard from him in a minute. But when he got on and played that one game with us, and like we saw like in like deathmatch and stuff that he just had it, it was like, well, let's play a comp game. And my man dropped a fucking 30 bomb in his first ever comp game, his first time ever playing the map. I was like, bro, this kid is ridiculous. But I think he's been playing Valorant like competitively. Like I think he's trying to break into the pro scene on Valorant. And I hope he's doing really well with that, because the kid he was good, man. He was really good. I say kid, I'm pretty sure he was like 14 or 15. He was ridiculous. All of you guys, man, with these bits tonight, showing some love. I appreciate all of y'all, man. Thank you guys. I want to make I always say this about everything like once a week. I want to make new graphics for that. That one was cool, but now I feel like it's run its course. I want to do something a little better looking. Like that little icon, the little bit right there, the little 3D purple thing. I want to have like a big one of those, like in the background, like maybe like spinning or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of like that little animation in the chat right now where it's like a little thing. I want to have a big one of those or something. And then like have the graphic about whatever. I don't know. I've got ideas. I've also been thinking about like with the stream graphics and everything. I mean, this shit looks cool and everything like that. I like it. But like I've been thinking about with the name being Alex on your screen, I've been thinking about really leaning into the on your screen part of it. So like whenever somebody like subscribes or does bits or that type of stuff, like have it literally like break out a piece of like broken glass, like the screen is broke and underneath it, it's like black or whatever, but that's where it says, you know, Scully has tiered 100 bits. Like that would be in there, like inside the broken out piece of the screen. And then I guess it would just like fade away or something, because I'm not trying to do all like 3D animation where like the glass breaks away and then like puts itself back together. I'm not trying to do all that shit. But I don't know. I think that would kind of be cool. Did these two just do like a crossover move and just keep the line going? God damn. Boys are getting after it right here. Zeus, what is going on, buddy? My man, we are working out the kinks of all of the new rules and everything for slide style next season. Now Wayne and Maltair, they look at this purpose-built overtakes into the line. Look at these guys. Show off motherfuckers, man. But yeah, we're not going to be on here for a whole lot longer. We're actually getting ready to switch over, play some Counter-Strike with the boys for a little while. But yeah, we are finalizing the rules for next season of Slide Style, which starts in January of next year. Very excited about that. But after watching these guys driving, they're checking out the new lines, running the new rules in their cars. I mean, what do you guys think? Do y'all all agree? Are we pretty set on what we've got here so far? Are we feeling good about it? Yeah, Zeus, the line here of obviously FD inspired from their Irwindale escapades, but it's definitely it's got the FD style with the slide style twist on the end of it. Oh, why, thank you, baby. Bringing some food in here. Oh. Sure. As long as they don't try to eat my wings, you better get away from them wings. Fucking dogs. Oh, yeah, we got some boneless wings up in this biatch. Hey, no, sir. Go lay down. Mom done closed you in here with me. Look, they put all kinds of sauce up in this bitch. Let me stick my camera somewhere so we can watch the action. Oh, how about our cameraman? How's our cameraman doing up here? Where's our boy at? Right here. Here he is. Here's the official slide style cameraman right here. This is our guy. This is where we can see what he sees. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to we're going to stick the camera on Wayne here. But we're going to put it on cameraman. Here, let's find cameraman again. There he is. See this guy right here? This isn't the official cameraman here. This guy's an imposter. Oh, where'd he go? I lost him. I just had him. There he is. Say, there's another camera over here somewhere that looks just like this guy. He's not the real guy. He's an imposter. This is the real guy. All right, here we go. So we're going to watch from cameraman's view here. I'm going to get, y'all don't have to watch me eat chicken, so I'm going to move this off over here. Scully says he likes the runs we've tested so far. Wayne says he's ready to win. Malte said his car could get fat. He's still working on his car there. Boost said he thinks it's perfect. He likes the line. Yeah, we've got the rule book is going to be coming. That's going to get posted, like I said, after stream tonight. I will finalize that, make sure everything is set up and good to go with it. And then that will be posted in the official Slide Style Discord, which can be found at !slide style. That is the spot for that. There you go. Boost dropping the link in the chat for y'all. Damien said he needs to win an event. Well, I'm pretty sure you won the first ever slide style event, if I remember correctly. We didn't exactly know it was slide style when we were doing it, but it ended up being one. You've been up there though, Damien. PWX has been up there. All you guys. But that's what I'm looking forward to most this season, man. Is hopefully with the engine swaps and the physics changes in the game, and us getting the rules sorted and having everything ready to go at the beginning of the season. I'm really, really hoping we see that window of the top drivers really open up. And I mean, I love all the guys that participate in slide style, but I mean, anybody that watches it can tell. Basically like the top 6 in the series points, those are the guys. You know? It's just kind of they were the best of the best, the cream of the crop. Oh yeah, as the Macho Man would put it. And I'm really looking forward this season to that, just like being blown wide open. And like any given month, there's like 20, 25 guys that could come out and win. Like, that's the dream, man. Like, that's what I'm going for. And it was so cool also last season, the handful of times that like somebody would come out and just like blow everybody away. Like that one event at the airport where Charlie made it to the final and was driving his absolute heart out. Swerve has come out with some runs. Speaking, I see him in the chat. I was just going to say, the first couple times he came around, he had some decent runs. But I think he had to face off with like those guys that I'm talking about. He had to face off against like Malte or Wayne in the early rounds, and the votes just didn't go his way. But he was always consistent in qualifying. But there was a handful of times where he came out and absolutely threw it down too, and it's so awesome to see. And then me too, Damien. I keep saying I'm going to message him, and then I get wrapped up in so much other shit. I got to see what he's up to. Hopefully he just had, his work schedule changed up and he hasn't been on Twitch as much. Charlie was a good dude. And I really hope he didn't get discouraged from when he made that final. I don't remember who he was against in that one. I think it was Theory. But making that final and not winning it, I hope that because I'm pretty sure it's the last time he ran one. I really hope that didn't, piss him off. No such thing as too much spicy, Scully. Come on. All right. Camera back up here. Oh, Scully, just add me on Steam, man. Exclamation point Steam. We'll get you the hook up there. I need to see if the other Alex answered me back on Discord. He has not yet. There you go. Damien got you the link right there. Oh, Swerve, my bad. Yeah, because we like never run a password. No, y'all can just post in the chat. I think Boost had it earlier. I would pull it up and look at it on the screen or whatever, but I'm enjoying watching this the camera angle from here. Yeah, this reshape thing with the depth of field shit, man, it just like changes everything. Like, look at this. Night and day difference. Like, this is cool and all. Nothing wrong with this, decent looking or whatever, but I mean, it's just a whole world of difference, man. I mean, the color grading is just up to personal preference or whatever. I like the more bluish look to it, especially because they're outdoor events and we skybox a nice blue sunny day and everything, so I kind of go for that. But like the depth of field effect, the anti-aliasing, the bloom, the color grading, just all of it, man. Gives that real cinematic feel to it. I think it's going to look awesome for slide style events in general. This microphone having the little tap touch mute button on it is pretty fucking awesome. Can't get this damn...
You just made the list!
Aha! Got that Asian zing. If y'all have a Buffalo Wild Wings, if you smell what Buffalo Wild Wings was cooking. Get out of that trash can, boy. What are you doing? Crazy. Oh, you birthday dog today, huh? How old are you, huh? How many spins are you gonna do spins to tell us how old you are? That's 1, 2. You gonna go the other way? Teddy Dog is 3 years old today. But no, man, we got that Asian zing sauce that's my favorite at Buffalo Wild Wings, but it stays on the tongue, man. Would you stop circling? Come here. Sit. You just smacked my guitar with your tail. Sit. Good boy. You come up here. Come. No. Sit. Relax. Sit. Good boy. Come up here. There you go. Say hi to everybody. Look. Say hi. No, don't want to say hi. All right, go lay down. Good boy. Ah, he's a good boy. Yes, jealous dog. I know. It was your birthday like 3 months ago. Nope, we got 2 3-year-old dogs over here turning into old men and shit. Oh boy. 3.5 hours. It's headed towards 10 o'clock here. I think it's about ready to be Counter-Strike time. What do y'all think? Malte said he's still doing his testing thing over here. These guys are getting after it, man. Pretty cool being able to sit here and like watch from the stands, though, you know? One thing I think I am going to add to the reshade setup here, just for the a little maybe like realism touch, is some sharpening that happens after everything, really. Just a little bit of added sharpening over the final image. Because like if you were, obviously it's a camera effect and not like your eyeballs effect, but in real life it's like, yeah, long distant objects may be kind of blurred or whatever in real life because it's like so far away or whatever. But like if you're at a racetrack like this and you see a car on the back straightaway, you can clearly see that car. They're smaller, you can't make out the details, but it's a car. It's not blurry, you know? So like I want to kind of get that effect out of it as well, is still be able to like, it would sharpen around the edges of things like a car or those trees or, you know, the mountains, everything, the edges be sharpened, but the actual contents, you know, the side of the door of the car still be blurred or whatever. Nope, Damien, you're good. Whatever it is, you're good. Without even looking at it, I could probably already tell you that. I need to give everybody the specific colors. They're going to be in the rules document when I post that. But that's the thing that we're doing with the windshield banners this year, is as long as the background is these colors, the slide style colors, the purple and blue, and your name is on top of it in white, that's it. As you can do it however you want to do it.
You want to see something crazy?
What's that?
I got nachos, right? My nachos.
Take a picture of it and send it to them?
Oh yeah, they're refunding it. I was like, that's crazy. An hour, there was a small dollop of queso, like jalapenos. Yeah, lunch. Did they just throw it in bed? But hey, now I have chips for the cheese in the fridge.
Yeah, that's true. And as usual, mine were fucking delicious. They were.
My wings are fine. I got a
your wings
of the Parmesan.
Oh, okay.
They're.
Oh, well, that's good.
They taste like they're chewy. I think they're old.
Oh, they're old. Yeah. Oh, mine were too. They've been sitting for a while.
They taste delicious.
Yeah.
They were probably waiting on this, and someone just had a box of chips and
Threw some bullshit on it. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Wayne, you do not have to keep driving, man. I just happen to have the camera on you. I can put it on somebody else. If you stop, I can move it. I didn't make you do nothing. Here, we'll put it on somebody else. Here, I won't put it on nobody. We'll just, you know what we're going to put the camera on? We're going to put the camera on Susan. See, Susan is just sitting here minding her business. Her husband, Michael brought Susan along to watch an FD event here at Irwindale. And Susan just wants to go to the mall with her girlfriends. She is not interested in this. But see, Michael here, Mike is very excited about sharing his love for drifting with Susan. So here she sits in the summertime. I'm gonna come look at it, Damien. Sorry, I was talking to Charlie and then fucking with Wayne here. But yeah, we're not gonna watch Wayne anymore. We're gonna look at Susan here. All 2-3 triangles that are her face. What, they're so made for each other. This dude looks like fucking Leatherface. Like he's straight out of a horror movie here. What the hell is going on with this guy? He's got 4 eyes, 2 noses, and a mouth. What the hell is happening here? He's got a face in his face. He's like Voldemort. What the fuck is going on? This guy's talking on the phone. How are you talking on the phone at the race? He's only got 1 eye, or this eye is closed or something. He's got the goatee going on. This guy got hit in the head with a baseball bat, and it's all squished down. Holy shit. What else are we working with around here? This guy is from Paper Mario. He's not even, him and his buddy, they're not even in 3D like everyone else, and he's over here dicking with his phone. Scully says an anvil landed on him. This looks like fucking George Lucas sitting here like he's getting ready to direct the next Star Wars. This guy looks very, look, he's got his arms crossed. He looks very upset about whatever's going on. His driver just lost. There was a bad judgment against his driver. This guy doesn't even have a head. So this guy is pissed off because he's sitting next to somebody headless over here. And looking at this, look, he's got his hands behind it. Look at his pockets. He's like, I didn't do nothing. I had nothing to do with this guy's head coming off. I'm just watching the race, man. I didn't do nothing. Meanwhile, you can see how fucked up his head is. I bet he's taking this guy's head home with him to put it on himself. This guy's head got stuck in a trash compactor. This guy's waving at us. What a nice looking fellow he is. Hi, hey, buddy. Hey, what's happening? What are you doing with your other hand here? Are you going for something there? What's happening there? What's going on in here? I'm not going to talk about how you're sitting inside the stands, but what's happening with in this region here? This guy's chin is all the way in between his nipples. Oh my God. All right, where's Damien? We got to look at Damien's car. That's pretty much almost exactly how Malte did his, Damien. Just got to throw your name on there. Yes, we're getting ready to play Counter-Strike, Wayne. But speaking of Wayne, where's Wayne? Here's the sexy Wayne mobile here. You're fine, Wayne. It's all good. We're just gonna be chilling tonight, doing some. I can show y'all some stuff on some maps, and we can play some, deathmatch and some of the fun game modes. We're not gonna play. Man, you know what? You're not invited anymore. You don't get to play. Uninstall. You ain't have to drive. I did. I seriously, y'all don't understand. I told him if he didn't drive while I ate my food, I'd take all of his slide style wins away. I would take it all away, all of it. Every one of them. You better drive. I get jacked, you get jacked, God. That's why Wayne won so much last year, is because y'all don't understand. I forced him to drive these lines for hours and hours and hours. He says, get down, do some push-ups. Who's watching you, bitch? Who's the camera locked on now? All right.
Yeah, that's how much of that shit was in there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You can, though, take your queso dip and mix that into it and have some good shit.
Or I'll put this in the fridge.
Save that for me.
Stuff.
I'm not gonna put it in the. Why would I put it in the jar?
I don't know. You crazy?
I'm gonna take some extra shit from a meal and put it in the jar and then put the jar back in the fridge. Who does she think? Who does she think I'm? Malte? Come on. Damien said he's gonna go get some food. He'll be back. All right, I gotta go do my get jacked. I did my triceps earlier. What are we gonna do? Some squats. We're gonna do some squats over here. Teddy wants to leave, so I'm gonna let Teddy out. I'm gonna let Teddy Dog out the room. Come on. All right. I do some squats here. We'll switch over like this. Look here. What's on TV today? Hero making a qualifying run. All right, so we're gonna do some squats while Hero does his qualifying run. These are the worst pants. Look, I got like skinny jeans on or whatever. This is the worst pants. All right, here we go. Oh, these are the worst pants. All right, 1, 2. My hair is all weird looking. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get jacked. Look. That's all. That's what you want to see, Wayne? You want to see some of this? You know? I have no ass. Well, I'm a white boy all day long. Just flat. My spine just goes into my legs. What? Oh my God. Get banned from Twitter. There's other sites for that. I can go hang out on those sites. You feel me? Oh boy. Scully says inferior hockey team. Duh. Clone says we gotta stretch it out. We can stretch it out. Helping me out with the we did the squats, now we'll stretch it on down here. Hell yeah, we're the inferior hockey team. Worst hockey team in the league. I love these boys. We had a local team where I live called the Richmond Renegades. If you ever want to look them up. They played in the ECHL and later in lower leagues. But worst team in the league, best fans in the league. Because we went down to the Richmond Coliseum to watch our boys play. We didn't go to cheer for the Renegades. We went to boo the shit out of whatever other team came into town to play against them. Exactly. No, we would go. We had chants and shit. So when our team scored and they would play like the song or whatever, that same song, do 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 do, hey, do do do, like that song or whatever that you play when a team scores a goal or whatever. We had a song for that, and the song wasn't about how great the Renegades were and how much we loved our hockey team. No, the song was, hey, gotcha, you suck. And we would say, hey, you suck. And then it would get to the next part where it was like the drums and it's dun, 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 dun. We would be like, we're gonna beat the hell out of you. That was the song. The whole building would scream this when we scored, and we're going to talk about how shit the other team is. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. So I've always been a fan of the Seahawks. So when they said they were making a hockey team in Seattle, I was like, well, fuck the Capitals. I'm tired. They took them fucking 400 years to finally win the cup. They had Ovechkin this entire time. They had built these top tier, always like number one in the league squads. And then first round of the playoffs, they'd be out. Second round of the playoffs, out. First round of the playoffs, out. Like, I got tired of it. They finally won the cup after like way too many years too long. And it was like, you know what? I just want to pick a whole new team. They would stick with shit players, Scully. I had been saying that they needed to trade Alex Semmon for like fucking 6 years before they finally did it. Like and Mike Green. Oh my God. Everybody loved Mike Green and he was cool. I liked Mike Green. I loved his interviews. His play style was okay or whatever. He didn't fit the team. He was holding them back. He was fucking them up. And I had been saying, they have got to trade Mike Green. It took them 3 seasons before it finally happened. I was like, well, it's too late now. Not that I'm like an expert hockey general manager or whatever, but it's like, if I can see it, why can they not see it, man? Come on. Swang turd. That is the best Twitch username I've ever seen. The reason we're on old big head Alex. Oh, I appreciate the follow too, bro. The reason we're on big head Alex mode over here, watching the slide style event, because this is a real TV. This actually exists right here. We're about to switch over and play some Counter-Strike here in a little while with the boys. I need to see did my man ever text me back about? No, he didn't. Might just be us. All right. Well, we're gonna jump on some Counter-Strike with the boys here in a little bit and have some fun with that. But yeah, Scully. So we switched over. Old Kraken. Swang Turd says the Kraken are pretty good for a new team. I don't know, because look what Vegas did. Put together a brand new team, made it all the way to the finals. That was the other thing that pissed me off about the Caps winning, because I was obviously a Caps fan. I'm still a Caps fan now. It's just I've changed allegiances to a new team. I still like the Capitals. But the story of Vegas's entire existence. I mean, obviously there was that tragic shooting like the prior year. No, it was that year, because they had to delay like the start of the season, I think. Just the whole thing. And then like they put together this like fucking dream team out of nowhere. Were like undefeated for like a month and a half or something crazy. Made the playoffs, made it all the way to the finals, and they like I wanted Vegas to win. I wanted that story. I was like, I mean, the Caps lose every other fucking time. Might as well. I'd rather Vegas. So then the Caps won the cup in Vegas. So like, they didn't even, not only did they get that moment, like the Caps didn't get that moment at home, but they took away that moment from Vegas in Vegas. It was just like, God. Hey, Patriot, what's up? Yeah, man. They had an incredible first season, and the next year pretty much did nothing. The Kraken did what you expect. They showed up and they play like a top tier ECHL team. There are AHL teams that would probably beat the shit out of Seattle. But hey, I mean, it is what it is. It's a great opportunity. I mean, it's a whole nother team. That's a 30-man roster. That's 30 more slots at the highest tier level of professional hockey. So that's just expanding opportunities for players around the world to be able to play. And they're slowly getting their shit together. Seattle is a good sports community. And so they're going to be around regardless. I mean, look at the Seahawks and the Mariners. Fuck, look at the Mariners stadiums when they play. I mean, it's not packed to the rafters or anything like that, but it's not empty. It's not like watching an Arizona Coyotes game. Or a NASCAR race. They did, Patriot. That was the other thing too, was their scouting team for Vegas in that first season was absolutely insane. Like they saw shit that like nobody else saw. People saw their player choices and stuff, and they were just like, why that guy? You could have picked this guy or this guy or this guy, which why that guy? And then they had that first season. They like that entire team meshed together right from the drop. Seattle, on the other hand, people saw their player picks and they were like, why? Why did you pick these people? And then they had their first game and everybody was like, I knew it. They had a handful of decent guys. And I haven't watched this season. I have no idea what's happened with them this year. I haven't watched any hockey. I've done nothing but stream and play games with you guys. I sleep, wake up, do shit for the stream, do this. Any additional free time has been either doing wrestling training stuff or doing catering shit so I can continue to do this. But, all right, well, hey, we can keep talking about hockey all night. But we need to do it with Counter-Strike on the stream instead of some slide style, even though I love some slide style. Look at that. Look at that. Chase car rolls first. Lead car overtakes. Both cars initiate the first drift. Look at that. Super easy. Patriots said he's a Habs fan. Old Canadians up there. Swankter said the Ducks are his boys. They're trash right now, but I still support them. When were the Ducks not? I'm playing. The Ducks actually, no, I thought they did not last year, but the year before they actually had a pretty decent run, didn't they? Situation of, oh, well, I didn't see the lights go off or anything like that. It's fully based on driver movement. You can't miss it. And we really have enjoyed using this startup style for our events here. So our first Swanks in the last few years have been pretty garbage. Well, like I said, man, the Richmond Renegades, man, that was our local team, and we went there. We didn't even give a shit about them. We went to shit on whatever other team showed up, which was just our thing. But we were there, man. They had seasons where I don't think they won a game. But they led the league in penalty minutes and fights. Like that was the other thing, bro. We were the goon squad out here. Like shit got wild at Richmond hockey games. Other teams knew it too. When they come to town, they knew it was up. Like we were like the ghetto of hockey for a good 10 years. It was a good time. Glad I got to be a part of it. I was young then. I was like 7, 8, 9, 10 years old in that region during that time before that team folded. They brought another team back in a lower league that was the Richmond River Dogs. I don't even know what the fuck a River Dog is. And they were actually a good hockey team. They didn't do all that crazy shit. They weren't all about the fighting and penalties and all that. They were there to play hockey, and they actually made playoffs and stuff in the UHL, and they did good, but nobody gave a shit. We had what we wanted, and we were like, man, I wish the Renegades were back. So after the River Dogs folded, another guy came out, started up a team, was the Richmond Renegades again, but with a new logo. Instead of like before it was Renegades, it was a big purple R was their jersey. It was a Renegades. What's our logo? An R. Renegades. So new guy came out. What's the logo? R. Pirate. So the Renegades, where they had a pirate logo, bro, the jerseys were badass. I ought to go get it. I've got one of them. It was fucking yellow and blue with a pirate, and it just looked so sick. And they did try to bring back that element of just whooping ass and taking names. And but the guy was bad at managing. Like they didn't get sponsorship money, and I think they were paying the players too much, honestly. And hindsight is 2020 because I was still playing hockey at that point in time. I actually could have played on that team. They were horrible. They were it was a brand new startup league. It was the lowest level professional hockey league in the country. Like at the SPHL, look it up, the lowest level pro hockey team. I legitimately could have made that team. I was probably better than half, if not more, than the players on that team. And that is not me saying that I'm good at hockey. I am incredibly mediocre at hockey. And I was better than half the players on that team. It was a sad showing over there, boy. It was a sad showing. Swank said, I used to go to the San Diego Gulls games in the 90s. Yeah, dude, what was that? Was that like the WCHL or whatever, like the West Coast League? Or was that an AHL team? the chat, but hold on to that vote for just a second as we watch the start here.
It was West. Okay, got you.
Now, we might have to discuss a little bit of this isn't
The R, I mean, that was the other thing too. The ECHL Renegades, the OG Renegades, were actually, they had some talented players. Dan Vandermeer, I think, played for the Flyers for a few years. We had a couple of goalies that made it through the system. We were a feeder team for the Caps. We had some goalies, I think, that were like backup, like third string backups for the Capitals. The reason that my number is 31 and everything, that my hockey number, my number in CarX and all, like my 31 is like my sports number or whatever. His name was Rostislav Stana. I believe he was from Slovakia, I think. But he was a goalie and loved that dude. He was ridiculously talented. I know he was on, I think he might have been on the Caps for their third string goalie. So he was like basically he was on the practice squad essentially. But God damn, that dude was good. Holy shit. But yeah, that dude, man, that's why my number on everything is 31, is literally that guy. They had some good players, but yeah, they were definitely just the goon squad. That's what they were all about. All right, well, hey, we're going to switch over and play some CSGO, man. For anybody that wants to jump in and hang out, we're going to make that happen. Wayne and Malte over here talking about how I had forced Wayne to drive. I was sitting in the passenger seat of the car, but you better keep drifting, motherfucker. You. But hey, we're going to take 5-10 minutes real quick. I'm going to end the stream. Change the title and all of that kind of stuff, start up the new stream, get the game loaded up, invite these guys, all that kind of stuff. So don't go nowhere. Give us 5, 10, 15 minutes, something like that. And it ain't gonna be long though, so we're gonna be right back. We're gonna be right back here. Wayne says 15. I can't take 15 minutes. Man, did you see? I had hot wings, bro. I gotta go take a shit. You've been up for 20 hours. Go to sleep. Why are you? Carry me. You ain't been up for no 20 hours. You were sleeping earlier. All right, Swang, bro. We appreciate you coming by, and thanks for the follow. Patriots here. Drop his. What the hell are those? Oh, it's a table. Oh, man. All right. Counter-Strike. We'll be back in a couple minutes. I don't know how long. I might make it 30 minutes just to piss Wayne off. Wayne, if you need to go to bed, man, go to bed. Don't stay up for us. We're doing Counter-Strike. I've been Alex. I've been on your screen. You've been you. You've been awesome. Don't go nowhere. We're going to be right back. I'm not even going to put it on the thank you screen. I'm going to put it on the be right back screen because that's what we're going to do. We're going to be right back. Wayne's going to go to sleep, but we're going to be right back. We're going to play Counter-Strike and have some fun with it. So everybody that's got CS, if y'all want to join it, I mean, hell, if y'all want to keep sliding on some Car X here, y'all have at it. But if y'all want to click some heads, man, come hang out with me. I'll see you there. See y'all in a bit.